We got these highlights, niggas, from Wilson, Del Air. We all over the city, nigga, hooping. And all of a sudden, midway through a dunk, this nigga come out dancing to Marcus Houston.
Was it Joe Dunk, though?
He just fucked up, though.
Was it Joe Dunk? Or was it somebody else's?
Nah, it was, it was like a highlight tape. Remember we used to go around town and Star had a camera.
No, I'm saying, was it you that was getting ready to dunk and then...
I don't remember. But it's just the point. We had a nice highlight tape. Me, Rich, I want to say Ville, Rob. But a lot of it was me. You know what I mean? Especially at Elko. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was the one trying to make a copy of that shit. You know, because nigga, like, I'm talking about the coldest part. I almost dunked on Ville so cold. That nigga don't want to admit it, but I almost shit on him so cold. I pressed on that nigga's shoulder, cocked it back. I missed it by an inch, but yeah, man, we had some cold dunks at Wilson. Nigga Rich dunked on a nigga. What's that? Westchester Park. We had niggas killing Tyrone across the coast. We had a nice highlight there. Even B-Star had some shit on there, bro. And you just imagine nigga watching N1 mixtape, but all of a sudden here come a nigga dancing to Marcus Houston, That Girl.
This nigga remember this song and everything.
Because it's traumatizing, bro. Like, the highlights that we created, like, we went around the city hooping, nigga. If there was a court and there was niggas, we pulling up, we stopping. We could be driving on to do something totally different. But if we see a mission going down where it's like, oh, niggas hooping, you know, back then we wore our basketball shorts under our jeans too. So
right.
Niggas was always prepared to hoop. You know what I'm saying? That was hard work, nigga. Nigga got lips busted. Niggas done got in the fights. Niggas done got threatened. All type of shit, bro. At Venice Beach highlights. We had all that shit on there, bro. This nigga wanted to do some dance moves. This nigga was You Got Served before You Got Served. And I wanted to say, like, a couple weeks prior, I tried to record it on my dad's double-decker VCR to get my own copy. That shit would not record for some reason. Now, you know, back then, the tapes and shit, you got to, like, that black tape in the back of the tape deck was, like, fucking up, kept messing up. I'm like, damn. I got frustrated, like, fuck it, man. Let me give it back to him. And then, next thing you know, this nigga on the motherfucker with a sleeve on dancing.
Yo, he wore that sleeve, like, faithfully. Nigga wasn't even hooping, he still had the sleeve on. The nigga would have a sleeve on under a long sleeve button up.
I'm telling you, niggas is prepared, niggas. Just in case nigga need to try to kill a nigga real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can say. In that era, nigga, 1-on-1, 5-on-5 can happen any and everywhere, nigga. Like, niggas be suited and booted, dressed up, fly shit at the mall, nigga. 34. Well, nah, I was probably wearing a 38 in jeans back then, but I was like a 34 at the time. I'm wearing a 38-40. You know what I'm saying? With some 3X basketball shorts under. Nigga, fucking lower body, sweaty as a bitch. What was we thinking? Like, but all we cared about was some shorts. I didn't care about nothing else. Nigga. I could play chest naked. I was in shape back then, but we had the kicks in the car. You know what I'm saying? Just in case in the trunk. Basketball shorts in the tuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Back then, niggas out there giving out sweaty meat.
Niggas would take their jeans off, fold them up all nice and shit.
Nah, not me. I was still late to that. Y'all was doing that since 7th, 8th grade. I just started wearing that shit in my clothes, so I became a pre-adult. You niggas at UConn with your motherfucking jeans on, with your basketball shorts on, got your rolled up sleeves. Y'all niggas was ahead of y'all class. Fucking gangsters.
Nah. This nigga said we was ahead of the class.
Nigga, we at lunchtime. Niggas, you playing what you wear, nigga. Not you niggas. Like, you only get like, what, 45 minutes for lunch, niggas? Like, so you count eating and then you count fucking going to, you know, hoop. Y'all niggas on the sideline folding your clothes up and taking your shirts off because your sleeves is rolled up and shit. Like, let me put it in the bag properly. Y'all niggas was Did he?
Shit, my mama wasn't playing no games. Them clothes was expensive. I come home with my jeans and shit all fucked up, bro. I gotta answer to that.
Nigga, I hooped to whatever I had on, nigga. I didn't give a fuck. Get these buckets. But I was spoiled too back then, so it didn't matter to me. And the one time that homie didn't change clothes, nigga tried to do a move with some lug boots. Snapped his whole fibula.
No, what was he doing? I think he was trying to do the Iverson commercial.
He tried to do the
Yeah,
Iverson, you know what I'm saying? The Iverson crossover. The one where I think when you spin and you throw the opposite direction.
and I think you throw the ball between your
the opposite
legs.
direction.
Yeah, I
Which
think it's
one?
the one where like you swing it, you put it between your legs, and then you spin, and then you swing it back between your legs.
No, it was the twist one. It was a twist one when you spin and twist the other way because that nigga leg went the other way. Next thing you know, a nigga on the ground. And this Tommy Hilfiger jacket, like, oh my god, my ankle. I think after that case, he broke up with him.
I wasn't there, but I think the nigga was just like, the nigga snapped his shit. He's like, none of y'all believed it.
Yeah, he snapped his ankle.
None of y'all believed it. Y'all was laughing.
Yeah, we thought he just fell. You know how Villamar was. I didn't even say his name, but fuck it. You know how that nigga was. Cool, too cool for school. Nigga, I think he had on a Tommy Hilfiger jacket on, some jeans. That nigga had the lug boots on, the Birdmans. That was his first mistake right there. That nigga, man. But yeah, I think Casey left him after that because the nigga ankles was weak.
I mean, he couldn't walk. He couldn't walk her home no more. You know what I'm saying?
She can't be with a nigga with weak ankles. Oh man. But yeah, anyways.
That was crazy about the homies. Like, he used to trip on the whole, getting a ride from Pops and shit like that, nigga. But she was getting chauffeured to school every day with some of us, nigga, had to walk. Like, now I think about it now as an adult. Like, nigga, you was good. The rest of us had to walk. And for me, nigga, I was a distance from the school.
Well, first of all, nigga, you live right across the street from the school.
Not at Utah. I had to walk, nigga.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I walked everywhere, nigga. I walked. When I went to Hawthorne and when I went to Lusinger, I walked. Yeah, when I went to Lusinger, me, Lassane, and Maurice, we used to always walk and meet at certain streets. We'll all meet up and then we'd just walk together and shit. Yeah. And then I went to Hawthorne, nigga. I just bail up El Segundo, nigga. I didn't care. I wouldn't even catch the bus. Like, the bus be right there, nigga. And I'd be like, man, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to hit this donut shop. You know what I mean? I'm Gucci.
When you be younger, we got more energy. So for us, it's like, nah, I just walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing. Like, nigga, now at this age, nigga, I ain't walking nowhere.
My parents didn't have a car, so I wasn't accustomed to getting rides and shit like that. So walking or catching the bus was always something that I've done, nigga. All bullshit aside, I swear to God, nigga, you ask my mama, my first words was bus.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. I didn't know they didn't have a car back then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? While my kids' first words is daddy, my first word was bus, nigga. That's how much we used to ride the bus growing up, nigga. So walking and all that shit, nigga, was normal for me, bro. My first word was motherfucking bus. Can you believe that shit? My mama would tell you that shit right now if you called her. She be telling my son all the time, your daddy first word was bus. Chris looking at me like, what? What is a bus? Spoiled ass. You know what I mean? But man.
Has Chris ever caught the bus to school?
Fuck no. I don't mean that in a bad way, but fuck no. I work too hard to be fucking put that thing on. I don't trust nobody, bro. I don't trust the world. Like, I don't trust the world. I don't give a fuck. A school bus, city bus. If he don't have to, he's not. You know what I'm saying? Because where we live at now, kids get picked up on a certain part of the neighborhood in a bus and shit. And they go to high schools too, but Chris go to high school way across town. So, but yeah, man, I take him. If I don't take him, Rich will take him. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never thought about the bus because I don't trust people and I ain't ready to do a bid yet because people done lost their mind out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? City buses are already fucking dangerous, but these school buses be something else. Like, if you don't got to, why let them? You know what I mean? Like, if circumstances was different, you know what I mean, then I'm sure he probably would. But we've been fortunate to where I'm either able or she's able. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. Now, mine's got to, due to schedules and work and things like that. Like Sean and Danielle, they got to catch the bus. So. But I got a tracker on them,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So I know where they at all time. They know to call me if something goes, something happens with the bus or something like that. They know I'm showing up. Plus, I'm not that far, rather at home or at the office. So I'm only like 5-10 minutes away.
Right.
So, but they like it, they get to ride with
Right.
their friends in the morning, ride home, there's some things like that. And, so ain't no big thing.
See, I would look at it like that from that perspective, but due to what I drive, Chris, you know what I'm saying? You get to pull up beating, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, fortunate for him, you know what I'm saying? His daddy's still young. So I'm pulling up playing in the Gucci Mane, Roddy Rich, whatever, nigga. I'm bumping some shit, nigga. So woofing up 7 o'clock in the morning. So
see,
he get to hop out the car fresh
Sean and
shit.
Danielle like that independence because even when it's like you want to ride, no, I'll just catch the bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think for Sean, I think he catch the bus with a little girl he like and then So the nigga left the house early one morning, like hella early. Your ring go off. I'm like who leaving out the house? You know what I'm saying? Go to the room, Sean gone. I'm like, bruh, the bus don't show up for like another 45 minutes. Like, where you going?
Chill, pops.
I look at the little tracker. I'm like he over here by Albertsons. Like, hold on, call him on the phone. He on his bike. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He like, oh, I just wanted to go for a ride real quick. Nigga, at 5:15 in the morning, what the fuck is you doing? Like, nah.
He went to Albertsons to go get him a little donut, meet a little shouty.
Nah. Sharonda was not having that. She's like, tell him to come back home now. I'm like, yeah, bro, you need to go and turn that bike around. Like, you tripping.
Yeah, mess up the finger pop.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
He about to get a little finger pop on before
somebody,
school.
Mom, Dad come knocking at my door like, you know what I'm saying? Your son done knocked my daughter. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, she can't get praised for the finger bang.
That's how it started, nigga. But we was at age.
He only had 45 minutes.
What it is. Mm-hmm. So we was at age before, so you already know what it is. It start off like that.
I'm a late bloomer. I wasn't a hoe like y'all. I wasn't a hoe like y'all. That's why I got boys. You know what I mean?
Knock it off.
Man. But shit, we about 12, 13 minutes in, man. We back in this motherfucker, man. Y'all know who y'all tuned into. Everything Wavy, the podcast. We here with episode 8, you know what I mean? It's your host with the most, Big Mike, a.k.a. the Wave Messiah. With more dips than the LA street, you feel me? And you know who it is on the other side of the mic, pause.
Y'all know who it is, your friendly neighborhood pod host, Wavy Snipes. We back up in here one more time. Matter of fact, we got 2 more episodes coming. You know what I'm saying? And then we gonna call it a wrap for season 1.
Wind it down.
And then we gonna make some plans and come back for season 2 harder than ever. So with all that being said, let's get the show started.
Let's go.
Tribes in the Trap.
So what's up, man? What's been new? Let the folks know what's good with you.
Man, ain't nothing you ain't already heard before. Just a dad over here living it up, you know what I'm saying? Just my highlights of life is just being a dad right now. Nothing new. My second oldest just turned 2, you know what I mean? And my third, the youngest, almost 2 months. he kind of close to saying that. You know what I'm saying? So that shit got me hyped, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, ain't nothing changed, man. I'm back working myself too off that maternity leave and shit, bro. And I checked my lottery tickets and unfortunately I still gotta go back. I ain't hit the numbers like I thought. You know what I'm
Gotta
saying?
keep
But
trying.
other than
Gotta
that,
keep
man,
trying, man.
I'll stay with some tickets, boy. You would have thought it was a parking ticket. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, nothing changed. Mental is, man, I'm probably on a scale of 4. But if you add my kids, I'm probably like a 9. But without the kids, bro, I'm probably like a 4 mentally right now, bro. I've been in my little moods lately. You know what I mean? And that's all because of work, bro. As soon as a nigga go back to work, the cloud just come over a nigga real quick, man. So other than that, man, you know, I apologize to everyone out there who's been waiting for the episodes, man, but we can't give y'all no fake shit, so nigga gotta be right, you know what I'm saying, in the mind before we can give y'all some shit. And we gotta go make these money so we can survive, because I ain't paying this yet, so you know what I mean? But other than that, man, I can't really complain. I'm happy. What's up with you, man? How you doing?
Yeah, man, I mean, I'm good. Like, the work, I agree with you, man. It's like, sometimes, you started off liking your job and everything was good and you're making your way up in the company and all of that. And then you get to a point where it's like, you get to work and it's just not the same feeling. You know what I'm saying? You ain't vibing with your coworkers like that, or, maybe the direction that your company or your team is going is not what you envisioned, a while back. So I'm trying to make these small little adjustments, man, just so I can continue to enjoy the work, because I ain't trying to fuck up the bag. You feel me? The family, everybody's good, man. My older son's birthday is coming around the corner, and he got a list of a bunch of shit he wants. And I'm like, man, we just had Christmas, and you already coming with another long list for your birthday. I'm like, bruh.
The list probably longer than the Christmas list, huh?
Man. But on another note, it's been a lot going on since the last time we pod, so let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Man, so let's start it off like this. I know you've seen this, but just in case you haven't, Nike plans to fire all quote unquote unvaccinated employees, or at least I think they were going to, whatever the case may be. But I just find that interesting and I wanted to get your thoughts on it.
Well, I think it's fucked up. I ain't a vax expert, you know what I'm saying? But, if you've been paying attention to the world, no matter if you fucking vaxxed or if you're not vaxxed, you still gonna get sick, you still gonna get the shit. Whether your severity of how you die or how you get it, that's here nor there. Problem is everyone still gets it no matter what. So for them to want to fire employees who's not vaxxed, I just feel like that's a cop out. Like, if y'all trying to go a different way, just say that. You know what I mean? But to want to fire people who's unvaxxed, like, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? And I ain't heard much update on it. You know what I mean? I thought it might be more of an outrage because of it, but I kind of haven't heard much, in regards to it. But in my personal opinion, I don't think it's fair. I do think, if I'm not mistaken, one of these judges denied, Biden them from being able to, mandate the shit at the jobs and stuff. But I don't know if that pertains to just the government workers or did that pertain to everyone. You know what I mean? Because they got that stupid mandate where everybody got to be, where jobs had the authority to make whatever decisions based on, the whole vax and unvax shit. But I think a judge blocked it. So I'm not sure if that applies to everyone. But if that's the case, that's probably why we ain't hear much about it since then. But overall, it's fucked up. I think any job that used as an excuse, it's just, all that tells me is somebody getting paid behind the scenes. The more vax employees you have, the more money you get in the cut. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it don't make sense.
No, it don't make
What
sense
do
at
you
all.
think?
I feel like, and I don't need to be vaccinated to do my job. It's not in the job description to say that I have to be vaccinated, anything, unless, the company made that change. But even still, it's like, as long as I'm wearing my mask at work, for those employees that have to come into the office or go into the stores and things like that, and following all the rules of keeping my distance, keeping everything clean, it's like, what's the point, or what's the point of firing them? Not to mention,
Right.
like you said, even those that have the vaccine, even those that got the booster, they still getting sick. So,
Right.
what's the real point?
I just think it's a hidden agenda as far as, these corporations. It's almost like they get an incentive for how many people you can get vaxxed. That's why it's so important for them to try to get a certain amount of people vaxxed by a certain time, because I feel like, me personally, I feel like there's an incentive behind it. If you got 10,000 employees, you probably can get about 50,000 per employee if they all vaxxed. That's just my opinion. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's like these same companies, not Nike per se, but these same companies are stressing the employees over being vaxxed, all that crap, whatever. But then when a lot of these employees said fuck it and quit, these same companies are now putting up "we now hiring" signs, and having the vax is optional. So it's like, what's really the point? Like, you could have kept your seasoned employees. Now you got to start all over again and get a whole new batch of people. And a lot of people ain't trying to even work right now. And this could have been avoided.
The
but
new people that they hiring too, probably
true,
paying them less than what they were paying like their seasoned employees too. So
yep, that's an okie doke right there. So fuck it. 20 employees making $30 an hour, now I can hire 20 more that make 15, save some money, and get a bonus. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. But like, again, I'm just speculating my own thoughts. But if a company is doing that, it's trash. And I feel like they're only doing it because they're getting money that we don't know about. It's the only reason why. It doesn't make no other sense to me, but it is what it is, man.
that's not cool.
But on to some funnier shit, though. You know what I'm saying? I got my Louisiana hot sauce right here, just in case, you know what I'm saying?
I already know where you're going with this.
You gotta keep the Louisiana hot sauce tucked on you now, not just the burner, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have hot sauce too. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to your boy Drake, man.
Nah, I think he'd go for that, honestly, because it's like, I know in his line of work, right? You see this shit happen all the time to other rappers, people things like that. It's like, you gotta have that backup plan. So, keep a couple of packs of hot sauce in your pocket. But I think the more funnier thing is, like, she didn't even, again, quote unquote, right? She didn't even check. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't see the.
Because last time I checked, I ain't wore condoms in a while, but last time I checked, the condoms is clear. I mean, right?
That's what I'm
so
saying.
It's like, bitch, you didn't see that white and red mixture in that damn thing. She was so busy trying to put that shit in her pussy that she didn't even think to look. She's probably looking at the door and shit, peeking at the door to see if people had to come. And next thing you know, nigga, sure shit's sizzling. But man, shout out to Drake for being one of the highest rappers in the game and still wear condoms.
No, you don't want them problems,
So
bro.
a lot of these niggas don't wear rubbers, bro.
You don't want them problems. I mean,
he's smart. He worth too much money, man. He let one chick get him. He learned his lesson.
Then he even, like, according to like the reporting, like, he checked, like, you cool, you down, like, is it okay? You know what I'm saying? Do I have permission? Like,
oh yeah, Drake polite. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if I have sex with you. Yeah, okay, good. Are you okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's so scared of where this climate is. That nigga probably asking her mid-stroke, like, can I stroke again? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy. I can't blame him, but we at a level now where it's like, he has to fucking, flushing down the toilet would have been the easier way, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, did the shit come back up? Because why not just flush it? But
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Don't get me to lie. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like maybe it was like a test. Like, here, I'm going to just toss it in the trash and see if, you know what I'm saying? Which he like, I'm cool because I already put the hot sauce in it. So let me see what she about to pull real quick. You know what I'm saying?
right. Because all my years of wearing rubbers back in the day, I used to flush it down the toilet. You know what I'm saying? It's a tie knot, you flush it down the toilet. You know what I mean? And I never had no problems coming back up, but I don't know. You know, who knows?
Who knows?
But I wonder did he shake it up? Yeah, I wonder did he pour that shit in there? Did he shake it up real quick? He probably laughed and shit and giggled to himself like, like there's no way she's gonna get. You know what I
And
mean?
then
But
lo and
for him to even
behold,
think that way, that says a lot.
I want to know, like, when she did it, was he like still in the room, and as she hollering and all this other shit,
Yeah,
like,
she's screaming. He came in there.
Yo, that's hilarious.
When she screamed, that nigga probably rubbed his hands like Birdman, like, ha ha, got her ass. Have you ever had to destroy a condom?
No, not with adding like some hot sauce or some condominiums in it or some shit like that. No,
Right. You'd be surprised at how many people got like stories and shit about, you know what I'm saying, having to do something crazy with their condom afterwards because the chick was on some shit like, people might say, "Who y'all niggas ain't Drake?" Yeah, it ain't about that though. Chicks is crazy, you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
And a lot of motherfuckers done came across some chicks that, just like on some like, where the condom at? Why you got the condom?
Like there should be
it's
no
wild out
question
here,
what
bro.
I'm finna do with this condom. I'm finna get rid of it. Like this shit not finna
I'm
be
finna
sitting
flush it,
around. You know what I'm saying? Get out
man.
of here. But then she
Yeah,
got the
that's
audacity.
crazy.
She got the audacity to sue the nigga. Like that's where I'm just like, come on, you was the one on some foul shit though. But now you want to sue me.
trying to fucking catch a nigga like that should be a law right there. Like you are the same way it's wrong to how can I put it? The same way it's wrong to have sex with someone without their consent. It should be the same way to try to get yourself pregnant without the other man's consent.
Right.
He had enough respect for himself and you to wear a condom, and then you go about it to try to get pregnant by him without his consent, without his approval, without his knowledge. That should be some type of there should be some repercussions for that too. That's the same shit. Like when these women unfortunately get taken advantage of and they end up getting pregnant, they're stuck with a dilemma to having to keep or get an abortion. And she didn't want that. It's the same shit. Like he didn't want no kid with you. You were supposed to be a one nighter, and here you are trying to get rich for the next 18 years. Like that's foul. Like that's not fair. And it should be consequences for shit like that. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say that topic for another day because that can get deep. You know what I mean? That's fucked up. Women out here, boy. I love y'all, but y'all crazy, bro.
Chicks out here really
trying
tripping.
to put hot sauce on that shit.
Chicks is out here really tripping.
And bruh, you got chicks out here calling men gay for packing lunches now. I know you saw that shit.
I saw that shit and the first thing that came to my mind is like, damn, bitch, I can't eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it's bad enough now. We got a lot on our plate as men, but now you putting it on our plate to say, damn, manhood is questioned for taking a lunch to work. Golly, like,
yeah.
What am I supposed to do with my food? Like, nigga, most of us take lunches to work, so for two reasons, or a few reasons, should I say. There's not enough restaurants around the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So he can't go nowhere to get no good food. So they say, fuck it, I'll bring, my own food. Or maybe he let me save my money right now. I've been eating out too much. Let me just make some shit at the house real quick and bring it to work. Like, why didn't they gotta be gay for wanting to eat a peanut butter sandwich or eat some motherfucking celery sticks or some shit or eat some leftover, you know what I'm saying, chicken at the house? Like, why? Like, can someone help me understand why?
I'll give you something even more to think about. Like, I'm married, you married, our wives cook some good dinner. It's good enough to have for leftovers for work the next day. That's gay?
Right.
Like, come on, man. That's crazy.
Man, especially for me, because my son, you know what I'm saying, he hoop and shit, he an athlete. So if he don't eat seconds or thirds, you know what I'm saying, then it's leftovers. I'm not gonna throw it away. So shit, I gotta be at work tomorrow. This shit was kicking. I'm about to take me some more to work tomorrow and, fuck it up for my lunch break. But, you know what I'm saying? I guess, I don't know, man. These chicks. Ladies, y'all 0 for 2 right now. Y'all tripping. Fellas, take your lunch. Don't be at work starving. Don't be at work starving because of these women, man. And on top of that, you gonna have niggas out here with their fucking lunch in their pocket and shit. Like, nah, I can't have a brown bag. He got a sandwich stuff in his pocket now because nigga can't carry a lunch pail. Like, come on,
Niggas
man.
gonna be at work creeping around the office corner, man, seeing who in the lunchroom. Like, all right, nobody.
Hey, that remind me of that little TikTok song and shit. Like, a nigga gonna have a lunch bag and nigga gonna see his ass at work like, that nigga's gay. Nigga gay. Man, people are crazy, bro. It's tough out here. I'm glad I'm out the game, bro. I'm telling you. Man, what's up, man? What we got next?
Next, Jaheim.
That nigga.
Stupid, bro.
I hope we don't get banned for saying this. It's a song, y'all.
I know you saw that Jaheim was just like, basically, he want that versus smoke with Usher. He felt like he could take him. And I seen that, bro.
Jaheim sound like he put
I was
that.
laughing at that shit.
Jaheim sound like he put that powder first. That nigga over here on that dope.
But nah, think about it though. Like, as an artist, whether rapping, R&B, whatever, like, you supposed to feel like you that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you that dope.
No, you're not. No.
Right.
No.
But nonetheless, though, it's just like, come on, bro. You know who you asking to go up against. The nigga catalog is
but
strong.
it's okay to have confidence in yourself. It's okay to have confidence, and it's okay that you see it's a money play. When you go to verses, your streams go up. First you get a bag for doing verses from them, and then your streams and shit go up. So I get it's a money play. Well, humble thyself. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, first of all, let's be honest, bro. I don't know too many Jaheim songs. I don't know too many. You know what I'm saying? If they wasn't singles or they wasn't on, on the BETs and shit, I don't know too many of them. That's not a person who I listen to a lot. But there's no way he has enough to even fuck with Usher, let alone 20? Like, 20 songs? He don't got 20 good songs, bro. Now, I could be out of the loop, so if somebody, you know what I'm saying, a Jaheim fan, school me, please. Hit us up. Let us know what 20 that he got. I mean, people are already saying Chris Brown could barely go up against Usher. What the fuck Jaheim gonna do?
I seen those and I just like,
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's a different ball game, but Chris Brown got shit too. You know what I'm saying? But Chris Brown got a shitload of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, he got a shitload, and people feel like Usher can hold his own against Chris Brown. So if those two are, what the fuck, Jaheim? Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I don't see it.
Come on, man. Don't get me wrong. I ain't mad at him. He trying to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? He trying to, stroke his ego. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get Usher to react. You know what I mean? But ain't nobody falling for that shit, bro.
No, I don't think so.
But they do got a actual verses coming up for the Valentine's Day. Was it Anthony Hamilton and Music Soul Child? That's supposed to be the Valentine's Day verses. You heard about that one?
I think that one would be pretty good. I'm a fan of both Anthony Hamilton and Music Soul Child, but I'm already telling you right now, Music Soul Child might snatch that one.
Yeah, me too. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Anthony Hamilton more of a soulful singer.
Yes, but even they put Music Soul Child in that same category too, though. So.
Yeah, but he has some up tempo songs though. You know what I'm saying? Like, Music Soul Child got some up tempo songs. You know what I mean? Even Love is like a good song. And you know what I mean? I think what's gonna fuck it up or what's gonna kill it is if they gonna be singing live. Anthony Hamilton gonna smoking with the live vocals. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Anthony Hamilton got those love songs, some soul songs, country songs. You know what I'm saying? Like. And Music Soul Child got a couple of up tempo songs, so it's really a matter of showmanship. Who gonna put on the best show, really? Because to me, they're both opposite. I guess you can say Music Soul Child is a soulful singer too, because he don't do all the typical R&B songs like the people do. But I personally think him and don't mesh. You know what I mean? I think it should have been somebody else to go against. I think fucking Charlie Wilson would have went against Anthony Hamilton or something. You know what I mean? But You know, it should be
I
good
would
though.
have
I can't wait
preferred
to see that.
myself. I would have preferred maybe like Neo versus Music Soul Child.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Neo gonna smack him all over the place. Neo already did the verses earlier in the
But he
verses
did that
era
off of
when he kind of
songs
did
he
his
wrote.
songs
Yeah,
that he wrote or
right.
produced. But Neo got some
Neo
shit,
do got
boy.
some shit,
Don't
but
get it
I
twisted.
honestly
Neo got
think
some
Music
shit.
Soul Child, like even the songs that didn't really come on the radio, like he really do got some joints. And if it's gonna be like the Valentine's verses, I think music can go blow to blow with Neo. Again, I think
With Neo?
Neo still come out with the dub. Don't get it twisted, but I think
Yeah, 1901.
that's where you wrong. I disagree.
Shit,
I disagree.
man.
It's fine. We can agree to disagree.
Neo?
Let's move on.
Neo?
Let's move on.
That nigga, man. All right, man. Y'all hear this, man? Yeah, he said Music Soul Child can hang with Neo.
Yeah.
If y'all fuck with and agree with that, please let me know. And I will backtrack my statement. But if they do it versus 18-2 Neo. That's my stumbling. I'm sticking to it.
But all right, let's keep pushing. What else we got?
Man, look, the way you talking, I'm about to put my Pastor Michael Tyler on you, bro. I'm about to smack you with that spit. Pause.
I ain't fucking with you right now.
Hey, I ain't been to church in a minute, but I guess church done changed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got pastors out here smacking people with spit.
Bro, that's crazy. That I seen the video. I seen the little clip. The fact that old boy didn't react like boom to the jaw, I don't understand. I mean, I understand.
Well, for one, that's his
church
brother,
and all of that, but nah, bro, ain't no way. Once I'd have felt it on my skin, bro, I'd have flipped out.
But first of all, when he spit in his hand, like I would have been like, "Yo, what you got to do with that?" Like I'm not about to shake your hand and none of that. And then if somehow you manage to touch my eyes, then you about to meet your maker, bro. You did all this. You did a lot of good work in the community. Now go meet him because I'm about to put hands and feet all on you. But you know, from what I understand, that was his actual brother.
It doesn't matter.
And he already knew what was going to happen.
Nope.
Yeah, but I'm not Bible verse savvy, but I don't know what part of the Bible is that and why did he have to reenact that. But
nah, I'm good. I'm super good.
Yeah,
like
man,
that's
getting
disgusting,
wild,
bro. That is disgusting.
Yeah, these pastors are getting wild, bro. You got pastors out here cussing pastor, then you got the spitting pastor. You got pastors out here catching fades. Just like,
welcome to 2022.
Y'all gotta get it together, bro. Man, anything to go viral though, that's the thing. It's like, cause they did exactly what he wanted to do, I'm sure, which is go viral. He did like 2 or 3 interviews and shit. So unfortunately, you know, you gotta do some wild shit to get recognition, but that ain't my cup of tea.
No, I'm good.
That shit nasty.
Hella nasty. Let's swing it back.
That was a loogie too.
Let's swing it back to music
man.
real quick and artists. So T.I. says nobody, and I mean he says nobody has ever dusted him on a track. Do you agree?
I don't know.
Shit. I didn't expect that to come from you.
But well, I'm saying I don't know because I'm trying to think like how many actual songs.
Like we talking about, like,
he done with other people.
Somebody feature on his joint, or I'm assuming he only talking about his tracks, not tracks that he's featured on. But
well, he said nobody ever does them on a track. You know, just don't specify his or theirs. Okay. Just say a track. If you on a track with him, he's saying he didn't dust you, and I don't know because I'm trying to think off the top of my head, like, what are some of his good features? I mean, one of his biggest ones was Swagger Like Us. Lil Wayne killed them on that one. Lil Wayne, you know, for me, killing what, like, if your verse wasn't memorable, then you got to take that as in consideration. Because, like, what is getting smoked on the track? You know what I mean? Like, Did you say bigger words? Did you have clever punchlines? Because at one point, Lil Wayne was killing any and everybody on their tracks, and he definitely had some songs with Wayne. Of course, with Jay-Z as well, but I don't know. I can't deny or agree that statement. I don't listen to enough T.I. no more to really remember. And a lot of his features back in the day was this PSC crew, and them niggas wasn't good.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course you gonna smoke them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Young Dro talk about how he got an alligator cut for Chevy painted. You know what I mean? Like that's easy to out rap that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. We got to go back and listen to some T.I. features. You know what I mean? Because I mean everybody got smoked on the track. Even Jay-Z got smoked on the track before. You know what I'm saying?
Which is why I find it funny. But my what the homie was just like, you remember the song "Stomp"? I think it was a Young Bucks joint.
Young Buck.
I think he had Luda and he had T.I. on it.
Oh yeah, Luda.
Yeah, Luda definitely smoked. Luda had the best verse on that one to me. So
that was a hard song too.
That's why I was like, I'm trying to figure out, like, was T.I. only talking about his joints, or was he talking about any joints? And like you say, he said a track, so it's just like, I don't know, T.I. might want to rethink that one.
I don't know, man. Everybody's saying stuff these days. I don't know what's the point behind it. Like you walking down the street or walking and doing whatever he was doing, and he just hopped on the phone and say, ain't nobody smoked me on the track before. Like, why? Like, where did that come from? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think he's still trying to get him a versus bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Like, where's like, I don't know.
I mean, that's
like,
possible.
I just feel like, I feel like everybody right now is in the running for promoting themselves for a versus. You know what I mean? Like you got Busta Rhymes itching to go against the versus for somebody. You know what I'm saying? He itching. Like he want to go against any and everybody. But supposedly nobody want to fuck with him. And then E40 said,
I'm going to let you go ahead, then I'm going to say what I got.
Busta Rhymes will wash Eminem on a versus.
Wait, say that again?
What do you feel about that? E40 said Busta Rhymes will wash Eminem in a versus.
I disagree. I don't think he will wash him. I think it would be a very interesting versus, and you'll definitely be watching performance and listening to lyrics and checking the beats and all of that. But I don't think Busta would wash him though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Busta got some shit way before Eminem got on the scene.
So Busta's catalog is a lot longer than Eminem's, but Eminem got some. He's good with the wordplay too. You know what I'm saying? Whether he on the
I think
the
I'll be actually
cocaine,
I think that would be a good matchup.
Or he on the more deep, you know what I'm saying, sounding songs. But I think it would be good though.
All I know is if Eminem plays "Hi, My Name Is," he lost.
Nah, I don't see him playing that.
I don't care.
I don't see him playing that one.
Right, but yeah, that will actually be. I would prefer to see Wayne. I mean, excuse me, not Wayne. I would prefer to see Eminem and Busta than I would prefer to see Eminem and Jay-Z or somebody like that. I think they both can rap fast. They both got some crazy ass bars. They both got some crazy ass flipping with the animation of how they present their music. So I think that'd be more of a show for those two. But Dr. Dre already co-signed Eminem, saying nobody fucking with Marshall. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like everybody right now is on a promo run for a versus. You know what I mean? Because you got E40 saying some shit for Busta. You got Dre. Dre don't even tweet or talk and all that shit. That nigga barely say 2 words, and here he is come out of nowhere like anybody fucking with Marshall.
Yeah,
like,
but you got to remember, Dr. Dre has been backing Eminem since day one, and
right.
Whether his boy or not his boy, or just his artist, like he believe in him. So I respect the fact that he backing him up. Though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that speaks volume. Like nigga, you come out of your hide, nigga, to tweet one sentence and say nobody fucking with Marshall. That's deep. You know what I'm saying? Plus he's seen things that Marshall has done. You know what I mean? He was there firsthand. You know what I mean? So I get it. That's why I feel like that's the verses I think we should get: Busta and Eminem. Anybody else against those two would probably be a waste of time.
I also think like the features and the special guests on Eminem's side is gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're having Snoop or Dre or
preview
50,
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But then Busta Rhymes too, though. So it's like, yeah, I think it'd be a really good fucking verses to have, and they should try to get that
That'd
cracking
be
for the
dope.
summer.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to log into Genius so I can remember the words and shit to all them songs. Cause them niggas about to be rapping. Oh, speaking of rappers, the first and last time I'm gonna talk about this man. I'm so tired of talking about this. Your boy Yee, aka Kanye West. What's up, man? This is yo man. What's up, man?
He hurt. He hurt, man. He going through it, and this is how he expresses his pain. This is how he expresses his pain,
Bruh,
man. And
this nigga ain't changed clothes in like 6 weeks. I've been hurt before too with the heartbreak, nigga, and I ain't never wear the same clothes twice. I don't give a fuck, like, nigga. You do not wear the same shit every day, nigga. Quote unquote, you a billionaire, nigga. I don't give a fuck. What you trying to prove, nigga? Change clothes, bro. Like,
he
what happened to
going through it,
elevating
man.
when you get a breakup? You know what I'm saying? What happened to that? This nigga was going backwards, bro. Like you said, he going out bad, bro. He's just embarrassing himself.
He really is. He out here looking like a clown.
Yeah, bro. It's like you dress like a homeless person already. Now you wearing the same shit 6 weeks in a row. Now you got this new chick, man. She looks just as homeless as you do. I don't know how you did that, but you got her looking homeless too. Y'all here with y'all propped up photo shoots and shit. And it's just like, bro, you messing up good songs, making corny ass diss lines about Pete Davis.
Yeah.
Like,
he could have left that. He
up,
definitely could have
like,
left the diss out. Like that holds no weight to somebody.
It wasn't
like
even
Pete,
good.
You know what I'm saying? Pete.
It wasn't even a good, you know what I'm saying? A good line. Like, nigga, first of all, if you're gonna diss a nigga hard. Diss a nigga right. You know what I mean? Give a nigga a whole song. Don't give a nigga that corny ass line. But it's not, look, bro, it is what it is, y'all. Y'all not together right now. If it ain't Pete Davis, it's gonna be another nigga. And when she go get her another hood nigga, you ain't finna do all that dissing you doing right now. You know what I mean? Like, so, just cut it, bro. This nigga even went as far as to say, and this is what they reporting. I don't know how true it is, but allegedly, this nigga's going around telling people, Pete Davidson got AIDS, bro. Like, that's how bad he's gotten that this nigga's over here saying shit like that to tarnish Pete's name. Like, are you serious, bro?
Again, that's that go back to
Kanye
on
West.
some corny shit. You know,
He corny, bro. Like, and, for me personally, I feel like everything you're doing is you're furthering yourself more and more forever having a reunion with her again. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, everybody naturally have their overreactions when they first break up. You know, the denial stage, the let me try to fight to get you backstage. You know what I'm saying? But once you start doing corny shit or you start being spiteful or trying to do little other shit, all you're doing is pushing your opportunity to get her back further and further away.
100% agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, his best bet would be to just make music, do more appearances, fuck more bitches, and just wait, and eventually she'll come back. You know what I'm saying? But instead, he doing all this corny shit trying to compete, and I blame you, bro.
Ain't that a bitch? No, even deeper than that though. Like his kids, this is all in social media. Everything's on the internet forever and ever. Like at some point, they gonna get to an age and where if they're not now, what I'm saying, on social media and seeing
the oldest is
reacting to their mom and just how you acting in general.
Right. The oldest daughter, she's on TikTok and shit. She be going live on IG and shit. So she has a social media. So I don't know how protected they got that her page, but she's on there. You know what I'm saying? She's went live a few times, and you can hear Kim in the background like "get off live" type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So
even more so,
if she haven't saw some shit already,
more like people can just. Like if she's on TikTok and IG and all that, people can DM her and say, "Oh, your daddy this, your mama this, and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah." It's just like, right, traumatizing for a kid, man. So he should think twice.
But at the same time, it also be traumatizing seeing your daddy act the way too. You know what I mean?
That's why he didn't get the first invitation to the birthday party. Like,
Right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Travis. Nigga said, look, man, I'm already going through some shit, but here. Nigga just airdropped the address, like, I don't know how I got there. Straight up.
Yo, could you imagine everyone's reaction when he pulled up? Like,
With leather pants on, with a cut off sleeve that he had on 6 weeks in a row, I would have been mad too. Like, who let this nigga in here? But they said security's at the door when he got there, but Kylie didn't let him in anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what to believe, bro. I feel like all this shit is just a plot for some bullshit. But at least we getting a Donda 2, right? We getting a Donda 2. Supposed to come out
man, that's
February
gonna be the most
22nd.
toxic
You know what I'm saying?
shit you've ever heard in your life, Kanye style. Like, nah, I'm good.
Well, Hurt music do be the best music, so maybe it might be good. Maybe it might be better than Donda 1, because I actually listened to Donda 1 not too long ago, and I ain't played it since. So I'm going to give Donda 2 a try, you know what I mean? So hopefully this is some good Hurt music. Supposedly Future is executive producing it,
Cap.
and you already know when that nigga's
Cap.
hurt. He dropped some shit.
Cap.
So this might be good. You think it's Cap?
It's big Cap. Like, nah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it was Cap at the time it was announced. I think it'll be a point where maybe he can convince Future, you know what I'm saying? Help me produce it.
Well, didn't people say Future didn't even know until he
That's what
posted
I'm
it?
saying. So,
Oh, I am. But to me, I think when you say Future is producing it, I think Future is writing it, because again, this is about to be a heartbreak. Who's the king of, you know what I'm saying, heartbreak songs? The Future right now. When that nigga got his heart broken a couple times by Sierra, that nigga dropped some heat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like 56 Nights and all that shit was amazing. It was doing a heartbreak. So he might be, I don't know, how can you executive produce a Kanye West album? You know what I'm saying? When it's Kanye West. Like, nigga, you are fucking a perfectionist, hands on. You got everything. I can imagine Future telling him whatever about some music that Kanye want to do. So, but, if we do let him do it, it might actually be better. So who knows? But
I mean, we might get surprised.
Kanye
We'll
West,
see,
man.
but I still think it's Cap.
Somebody tell Kanye West Making Good is single.
She don't. Never mind.
Kanye West, if you're listening, Making Good is single. You can definitely go after her instead of what you've been messing with lately. It's good if you're nasty.
Problems, bro.
I mean, it might make sense. She fresh off pastor, her little pastor dude, so she might go over here to a little fake pastor. You know what I'm saying? Might be good for her.
She trying to get her an athlete. Wasn't she at one of the football games or something like that? I think it was either football or
yeah, at the Rams game.
And she was incognito.
This is at the Rams game.
Yeah.
Rams game with the jersey on that said "Miss Good if you nasty" on the back. So she free from them church shackles.
I wonder if she gonna be at the Super
Whoever
Bowl.
get her about to have some fun.
I wonder if she gonna be at the Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm sure.
Speaking of Super Bowl,
but yeah, man.
Did you see the Pepsi Super Bowl halftime trailer?
Hell yeah, and that shit was dope as fuck. Even though they made everybody look younger than what they are, but digital shit that be rolling. But it was dope. I liked it. It was dope as fuck, man. Dre got some shit up his sleeve, bro. And I can't wait to see it, bro. I can't even lie.
Yeah, when Dre decides to do shows and shit like that, like it's the production of it is gonna be lit. I'm looking to see how when they start the halftime show, like what the intro and all that's gonna be like, and who's performing first,
right.
Who's going special guest appearance,
who's coming in a lowrider.
It's we might even get some new music too. So
yeah. Supposedly Kendrick supposed to be dropping some music either on the Super Bowl or the day or after the Super Bowl. So I wouldn't be surprised if he performed something new. You know what I'm saying? Like he might drop it on Friday and then let the world hear it and then perform it on Sunday. I wouldn't be surprised. But if Eminem raps fast, I'm gonna put it on mute. I don't got time for that.
That's his style. So there may be.
Nah, fuck that. That new fast rapping he be doing. Nah, ain't just that. That's that new shit. The old Eminem, okay, yeah. If you gonna be playing some old songs, but if all that fast mumble jumble shit, nobody want to hear that shit. But hopefully they pick some good songs. Hopefully they have some great features on there, man. You know, we all got our assumptions. The Warren G's, the Exhibits, the 50s. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that, but you know, supposedly, you know, Mary J. Blige only got one song, so she's stuck on trying to pick what song to sing. They only gave her one song. That's fucked up.
No, but I think that she'll
How they
have
gonna do
she'll
Monet
be
like
on
that?
other songs too, like just like saying the hooks and all that. Like if there's like any vocals on the other tracks, but I mean, ask yourself like how many Mary J. Blige songs you want to hear at the Super Bowl?
I ain't want to hear it at all, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know why you put her on there, to be honest with you, but you know what I'm saying? But hey, I mean, we can't have Beyonce again, so Mary J. Blige do. Monet tripping. Should she be out there with Mecca? Like, how you got time to perform a Super Bowl when you with Mecca?
Yeah, we gonna touch on some of that later.
Auntie, they say you perform at the Super Bowl.
Yo,
Man, but
let's take a
go
break
ahead.
real quick and then we'll come back.
Yeah, man, we're gonna come back. Our next segment, man, is our Q&A, and we're gonna pull some questions we received, and we're gonna talk about them, y'all. So check them out. All right, man. So it's our Q&A section. You know what I'm saying? We got some questions from a few of our listeners. Somebody actually emailed us one of them, which is new, and then the other one was in the DMs. So as always, if y'all got any questions that y'all want to hear our perspective on, feel free to reach out, hit us up, man. We love these topics. It's definitely good. So one of the ones I found, which is kind of where we leading off with this, is question one is, has fear stopped you from doing anything? Relationship, career, goals, etc. Fear has definitely played a part in my life. Past, present as well. In the past, you know, some of the fear I had was a good fear. You know, like fear stopped me from doing shit to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like I done grew up with niggas and grew around areas and shit that, you know, I could have easily picked that path and done things, but fear kept my ass from doing it because I ain't trying to go to jail, wasn't trying to, you know, do none of that shit. You know what I mean? So a lot of fear I had, you know, when it came to certain things is what the reason why I never went down the, you know what I'm saying, that dark, you know, lane. I've always stayed, you know, on a good course because of the fear.
Is it really a fear? Like,
And then,
granted, I get it. Fear of going to jail and all of that. That's real. But not doing it, was it really fear that kept you? Or was it more like,
yeah,
consciously, like
I
you
was scared
knew,
to go to
like,
jail.
nah, this ain't me. You know what I'm saying?
The fear of going to jail and being in jail for X amounts of years. Yeah, I was scared of that, nigga. Otherwise, I would have been fucking, you know, I would have been the motherfucking Lobos, you know what I'm saying? The Tejadas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have done all type of shit if it wasn't for fear. Like, nigga, I went to a field trip to the LA County. Don't ask me why either, but their school took us to a field trip to the LA County jail.
Scared straight.
And going there and we, right, it was some random shit, but we went and nigga, just seeing how they were, seeing how they reacted, you know, niggas calling us cute, like that shit, fear, but nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, fear has never, I mean, jail has never been depicted in any good type of light. It's always been negative. So the thought of going to prison, going to jail, that shit, nigga, that scared the shit out of me to where I never wanted to do anything to even, you know, go that route. So yeah, the fear of going to jail kept my ass out of jail. So that's a
there's
good
been
fear.
movies.
You know what I'm saying? But
There's
then
been
also,
movies like to really give you that what goes on, like even documentaries too, but to give you that what goes on in jail. And yeah, nigga, nah, I'm good. Like I'd have to be a real,
I got
like if
family
I
in
go to
prison,
jail, I
so
gotta turn into a real ruthless nigga, and I'm like, even then, like you still not safe because even the hardest niggas in jail get butt raped. You know what I'm saying? Get shanked up, or you know what I'm saying? Find in their fucking cell, hanging from the
right.
motherfucker with their goddamn bed sheet. Like, nah, I'm good, bro. Like,
Well, yeah. Well, I got family and friends in prison right now, and just conversating with them. You, Mike, you don't need to be in here. You know what I'm saying? I better never catch you in here, type of
Yeah,
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just hearing it from people who see it live and daily, and been in there for decades. I made the right choice. That's one time I think fear has actually played in my favor. But aside from that, fear has kept me from doing a lot of things because I am and I have been, I'm afraid to fail. I don't like failing. I know it's a part of life. I know it's part of the territory, but I've always made moves to where I know I can accomplish it or I know I can, overcome it. So fear to fail has always been something in the back of my mind, which is kind of the reason why I haven't done a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And even with the podcast, like just the fear of not being good at it, or the fear of not making it successful, that was in the back of my mind. So I was able to obviously overcome that, but fear still plays a big part, in how I do certain things. Unfortunately, I, can say all the tough guy shit, but nah, man, I already done built a family. You know what I'm saying? I already done built a foundation. So I feel like a lot of things that I could do, if it doesn't lead to a good outcome, I feel like that can affect me and my family. So a lot of my fear is failing, that could affect my family, if that makes sense.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but fear too can
And then the
always
whole,
everything that you're saying is 100% true. But also fear, when we speaking like failing, will also make you like be real. What's the word I'm looking for? Like really get your shit in order with what you want to do. Like, man, I'm afraid or I'm scared of
but you don't
something
always know
not
that.
going right with this. So let me get all my T's crossed, my I's dotted. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to go this route,
And you can still fail. You can
but
still fail.
but I will
You
say
know?
like even because I've done it, so I can speak on it. Like, even with that fear, and I'm like I still attempted and I fail. But then I'm like, okay, cool. This is what I did wrong, so I can come back, regroup, and then give it another shot. So I got that first fear, jitters, whatever you want to call it, out the way, and I did fail, but now I know what to do in order to actually be successful.
And what was that?
What you mean as far as like the actual thing I did? I mean,
Yeah.
so it was more of a work thing. So I'm not gonna get into too much details. I ain't trying to break NDA, but I tried something, um, did all my little research, whatever, pushed something out. It didn't go all that well. It's like, okay, so I came back, regrouped, figure out, did like an analysis to see what didn't really work, what did work. Took the things that didn't work out, replaced it with something else. Did a little test run with other people before actually pushing the material out. I got good responses from it. So then it was like, okay, cool. Now I feel more confident releasing this one, released it out, and it was much better than the previous one.
Oh yeah.
You
Okay.
know what I'm
So
saying?
that's
So,
good. But that was, I would feel like that's more of a fear based on the project.
but it's still
Now
failing
that
because it
you
still
fell
affects
in
my
that,
career. It still affects like my bonus and things like that.
but you wouldn't have got fired from it
No,
though.
I wouldn't have got fired from it. But there were still some
So
goals.
yeah,
There's
that's
still some
different. That's
goals
what I
I'm
mean.
trying
You
to
know what I'm
reach
saying?
and are obtain. And this
Right.
has a very big part of that. And it was like that fear of like, man, if this doesn't go well, like I'm in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, and it didn't go well the first time.
But it didn't go well for you, but you got another
Right.
chance too. So
Because,
some fear, some things that people have, not just us per se, but some opportunities people do have, failing, that's it. You had a chance to fuck up and fail and get another chance to do it over again. You had a chance to learn from that same mistake and repeat that
right.
option again. Some people don't have that, which is why some people are,
Most
afraid of
people don't
things.
have that as far as
And
what
like for
though, like,
me,
because I feel like, and you could give me an example, but let me just say this real quick, because I feel like everybody has an opportunity to, fix their failures and overcome whatever fear that is that is holding you back or caused you to fail if you attempted something, no matter what it is, rather rap
it
career,
depends on the
acting
circumstances.
career, saying sports or whatever the case may be.
It depends on the circumstances. That can hold weight in certain situations, but at the same time, a lot of people out here, some of their options, once they fail, they're done. You know what I mean? Like there's no second chance, there's no redo. You know what I mean? Or some changes people make can really, or failures people do can really, shit, fuck their whole life up. You know what I mean? So not just when it comes to work, it's a lot of things people go through where fear is a factor, but for my own example, you know, my little fear may not be as big as some people's, you know what I mean? Like I've been talking to a few friends and shit and what they're going through. And I'm like, well, yeah, mine ain't even as bad as theirs. You know what I mean? But, that's theirs. But mine is, like, uh, starting a whole new career. You know what I mean? Like the fear of starting over. You know what I mean? Like that's in the back of my mind. Like I've been in one location, one job, one company, one thing I've been mastered in doing very well for 16 years. Well, it'd be 16 coming up in a few weeks, but 16 years doing what I've been doing. And now I'm ready to move on. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, like this is all I know. Like my whole adulthood has been doing this. I mastered this. I got awards and I got promotions. I did all you can do. And I'm comfortable. And I'm at a point where I don't want to be comfortable no more. But at the same time, I don't want to be uncomfortable, if that makes sense. So my little fear right now is fear of starting over. You know what I mean? Because I built so much with this. But, I'm in the process of trying to overcome that. But just to ask the question, yeah, fear has affected me both past and present. So fear can be good, and the fear can also be hindering. It could also be bad. But, like you were saying as well, at some point you gotta be like, fuck it and just do it. You know what I mean? And just live with the outcome. So that was a good one right there. I like that.
I do, and before we move on to the next question, I do feel like fear a lot of times it's thrown in our face a lot. Whether it could be from family, it could be from a friend, it could be work or whatever. Like a lot of times, like people would be like, man, if you do this, man, what about this or this happen? Or have you ever considered this? Or and it's just like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, maybe I didn't consider that, or, maybe I wasn't thinking that way. And then now, like, that seed's been planted, and now that fear continues to grow. And maybe it wasn't always meant to happen that way, but, all it takes is one person to say one thing, or for you to reconsider something, or for you to see someone else do something similar to what you may want to attempt to do, and it don't go well for them. And then now you're like, well, fuck, what if that same shit happens to me?
Right. Nah, that's real. That's why I tell you I do everything what I tell you I don't speak on nothing to the ink dry. I don't want nobody 2 cents in nothing. Like I don't even tell my wife a lot of shit either, because not saying she'll be negative about things, but some things I just want my own thoughts, opinion, and focus on. You know what I mean? So for me, like that's real. Like once people put their 2 cents in, and it really fucking throws you for a loop. So, that's definitely true. But ultimately, you either can face that motherfucker or you can run from it. But, unfortunately, fear is here. And, some of us are able to get over it easier. Some of us are able to face it head on. And some of us need, some extra shit though. But, I like that question. Yeah, that was a good one. What else we got?
So we got this one here. And I picked this one because this is real. And I think even for men, a lot of men try to deny this, but when was the last time you had a good cry?
I haven't had a good cry yet. I have cried some tears, just some little emotion, but I haven't actually had like a good cry in a long, long time.
I think, like, what's the definition of a good cry? Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know. What do you think it is?
I think it's when the moment where it's just like you just completely just let go. Like especially as men, like there are always shit that's happening, things going on, and we always gotta be like tough and hard, or nothing really phases us, or that whole state. Oh, it is what it is. I ain't stressing it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, work, home life, relationship, whatever the case may be. But a good cry to me is when you just completely just let go. All that shit you trying to hold in and have on your shoulders and continue to keep stepping forward, where you just completely just relax, let go, and just let all that emotion and pain and frustration and depression, just let it all just take over you emotionally, and then you just it could be a good scream and crying, or it could just literally be a quiet, just in the room somewhere, sitting down with your head in your hand and just letting it go. Like, to me, I think that's a good cry.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's a good thing. I think for me, I would probably say if I want to counter and just use myself as an excuse, I would think a good cry would be the length of the cry, like how long you cry. You know what I mean? Because like you said, crying, getting it out. So I think the longer you cry, the more you'll get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll get more out of it if you cry. Like because like in my last therapy session, I kind of had a moment. You know what I'm saying? I was just going through some shit, and he started talking to me and giving me a breakdown of some shit, and it was just like all good shit though. But it just hearing it just made me just start shedding tears. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't boohoo crying. I wasn't, all that stuff, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? The waterworks was just there. Like it was just dropping out my eyes. Like I couldn't control it or whatever. I was just, dropping these tears, and they were just coming out. And it wasn't nothing negative. It was just hearing some reassuring shit, and it was just hit the nerve, and tears came out. But it was only for like maybe 2-3 minutes, and I was over it. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. So it wasn't like a long moment. It was just what he was saying. I was just tearing up, dropping some tears, down my cheeks and shit. And then I wiped them up, and I was done. So I don't feel like that was a good
like
cry.
chipped at the armor a little bit, but didn't crack that motherfucker wide open.
Yeah. Right. So I haven't had a good cry in a long time, but I've had my moments where I've shed some tears. You know what I'm saying?
Another type of good cry too is like if you are, whether a therapist or whoever, if you're talking to somebody and you're starting to maybe vent about something, and if I'm a Pisces, so I go off my emotions a lot, and if I'm venting and I'm letting everything out, like there's a point where I may start like tears and shit and start to really go down my face, but I'm not like I said, boohoo crying, but I'm just getting all my frustrations and shit out as I'm talking. But but the tears and shit is just running down my face. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, and it's not more so like I'm sad or anything, but that's like all different emotions at one time. But I'm just letting it all go. And that's just my opinion. I think that's a good cry.
Sound like anger
I've
tears.
had that, having conversations with my wife and like kind of venting a lot of my frustrations and shit and crying and all of that. And I can honestly say after it was all said and done, like I did feel better. Granted, it wasn't a long term better, but for like at least a few days, like I felt better getting that shit out. So, I mean, it's so many different definitions to a good cry, though. But that's why this question was deep to me.
Ultimately, if anybody, especially the fellas, if y'all are hearing this shit, yeah, nigga, I cry. I have, and I will. I'll probably cry again. You know what I'm saying? I'm still that nigga, though. I am him. He is I.
But we talked about good cries for men, but like, what do you think a good cry would be for a woman, though? Like,
I don't know. I'm not a woman, and I don't care about women right now.
I know, but we got moms, we got sisters and cousins and things like, you know what I'm saying? Like we've seen them cry.
I'm not one of them.
That's what I'm asking. Like,
they cry for anything. Women cry for the stove not being right. You know what I'm saying? Women cry for all types of shit. Like, and that could sound sexist all they want, but that's true. Women can cry. They cry for everything. You know what I'm saying? They cry when they wrong. They cry when they're forced to be held accountable. They cry when they don't have an answer. Like, women can cry. They'll cry for any and everything. So men, we're the ones who don't cry. You know what I mean? So I can't speak for women, nor can I speculate, because I've seen women cry for the stupidest shit, and I've seen women cry for real shit. You know what I'm saying? Men, on the other hand, a lot of times we don't cry unless someone dies. So for me, this question is a question that I can only ask from a man's perspective. And since we don't cry enough, I would like to hear more men talk about, their moments of crying, if they ever cried. And even if, they haven't cried yet, you hearing us speak on us dropping some tears, and y'all know how we are. If you haven't yet, you should. You know what I'm saying? You should get out a good cry, because like you said, when you had yours, it does feel good to release some of that emotion, because all that shit does is kill us slowly. You know what I mean? So I would encourage men to have a moment to themselves and cry. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, it is hard. Maybe,
with me, I don't open up
find
like
that.
that, and I don't open up often at all. So
No
if
men
I
do,
get to a point
especially
where I
black
need to
men.
do that, yeah, I'm probably gonna cry. Not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, black men, we all raised that way. We was raised to not cry. We was raised to not show emotion. We was raised to hold shit in, suck shit up. I even do it to my boys now because, but I feel like there's a time to cry. You know what I mean? As opposed to how I was raised, like you can't cry. I feel like there's a time to cry. You know what I mean? There's have a reason to cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how kids are. Kids will be dramatic and cry for no reason because they can't get their way. That's not a reason to be crying, but crying because you're actually hurt, crying because your feelings is actually hurt. You know what I'm saying? Those types of things I want to encourage, but we all grew up being men, tough, show no emotion, show no fear type of shit. But the older I get, bruh, a good cry don't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Plus it helps your skin, you know what I mean? So, fellas, ladies, if y'all want to talk about crying, then y'all don't have to just say something, but I ain't finna speak for y'all. Man, but just to get back into some laughter, man, that was kind of deep. I like that though. That was a good pick. Let's get back into some jokes and shit, maybe. Here's a good one. And I'm gonna let you answer this one. Should couples be allowed a hall pass in their relationship if the partner is not giving up sex on a regular? Who the
What's
hell?
the definition of a hall
What
pass?
y'all going through? The ability to be able to go fuck somebody else. You ain't never seen that movie?
I've seen the movie, but I'm just saying, like, in away from the movie, like, what is the true definition of the hall pass? Is it literally just to
should a
go
couple
sleep with
be
someone else
allowed
with
to have a hall
no
pass?
consequences, repercussions? Because motherfuckers do that regardless.
That is a question y'all will have to talk.
I said,
You said
motherfuckers
what?
gonna do that shit regardless. Hall pass or no hall pass.
Yeah, but if you're a man who's trying to live by,
Right. No, I got you.
by the right code, and you trying to be good, and your wife or your partner ain't giving up, what you need and what you want. So before or if you decide to go and just do what you do, you decide to ask for a hall pass. You know what I'm saying? So the question is, should couples allow a hall pass in their relationship, especially if they're not sexually active, like they're supposed to be?
Nah. At any point, if you get to that point in your relationship, like, don't ask for a hall pass. Just leave. Just end the relationship
Go
and
cheat.
go. You know what I'm saying? Go find somebody else. Because even you take that hall pass at the end of it, especially for a guy, like, if your girl is acting like that and not giving up the cheeks like she's like, that's not going to change after the hall pass. You know what I'm saying? You still going to have that issue. So unless you're going to get a weekly, monthly hall pass, you still going to come back to the same problem. Or you going to have more problems on top of
That's
that
what the
because now
conversation
she's
supposed
going
to
to want to
have.
know who you hall pass with. Now it's just like, nah, that's a headache.
Well, see, that's why you gotta set boundaries. You know what I mean? So going through what you said, okay, let's say she decides to agree. That's why you should, or whoever should ask, well, how often will these hall passes be allowed? You know what I mean? Whenever I had an urge, once a week, once a month, once every 6 months, you know what I'm saying? Like that should be a conversation that the couples should have. And personally, if someone was to be crazy enough to agree to that shit, your business is your business. Just don't bring nothing home and just don't get pregnant or get no one pregnant. Because if the tables is turned and she want a hall pass too, do you want to know who she slept with?
No, absolutely the fuck not.
So, I don't want to know who
like,
she slept with, and she shouldn't want to know.
I wouldn't want to know who the person is, but like, I want her to at least make sure, like, you know what I'm saying, nigga healthy and carrying, you know what I'm saying.
That's not your
I'm
choice.
saying for her, like, I'm saying
it's
for
her hall
her,
pass.
like, make sure you choose, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, because something like that happens, and I'm like, oh, you accept somebody, and then it's like, okay, nah, I'm still sleeping with you, and then this is like, okay, something ain't right with my shit. What the fuck is going on? Like, Because again, we talking about this our
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Or for women that husbands, like you're not using condoms with the motherfucker you married, so it's just like you better be out here safe,
but you
protected.
should use them in the hall pass, bitch.
What you
What
mean?
you be? So if you and your wife don't use them, but if y'all gonna be out here on a hall pass, then y'all should be using them.
That's what I'm saying. Should be. That's what I'm
Y'all should
saying.
be using
That's what I'm
condoms.
saying. Like for her, she better make sure she on. You know what I'm saying? Like if a motherfucker's out here giving their wife a hall pass, it's like nigga, you better be making sure that she's following the rules that's been set in play. And not bringing nothing back that's some
That goes for
negative
you
shit.
too,
You know
then,
what I'm
right?
saying? Or virus or some shit that's gonna have you
That goes for you too,
blowing
right?
and all kind of shit.
I said that goes for you
Yeah,
too, then, right?
that goes both ways. Period. That's what I'm saying.
So that goes back to my initial statement, which is once the hall pass has been considered and on its way to being approved, the guidelines have to be laid out. What's the do's and don'ts? So let's hypothetically speak. So you decided to get this option, and you was allowed to be hall pass, and you only get once a month, any day of the month, but once a month you get a hall pass. What would be the guidelines you guys set? Hypothetically speaking.
You definitely got to be safe. Wear protection. Use protection and all of that. Definitely don't bring the shit back home. Don't let it reach back home. So as a nigga blowing up the shit or coming to the door, showing up unannounced, definitely, you know what I'm saying, keep that shit very private, away from family knowing, kids knowing, little shit like that.
Stop answering it like you trying to be safe on it. Answer because that's the same. Remember, this hall pass for you too.
You know what I'm saying? You like,
no,
try to be safe.
All right, so you want to see with the same bitch each time?
Yeah.
So you want to sleep with the same chick each time?
Do I?
So on your hall pass, you gonna be like, all right, well, you know what? I'm just gonna play it safe and sleep with the same girl every time I get my hall pass.
Nigga, if I find one that's fucking dope, nigga, why not?
What's the point? You might as well stick with your wife.
Nigga, I fuck and I go on about my business. Nigga, I'm not going out to dinner and movies and
with the same girl though. If you can be free to have one hall pass, you're gonna sleep with the same girl every time.
I'm saying if one come up and she dope as fuck, nigga, why not? Like, so you want me? So I'm the nigga that got a hall pass, and I'm supposed to go out here hunting every fucking. I'm at an age, bro. I'm cool with that shit. Like, I'm not no young nigga out here, you know what I'm saying, on the hunt for shit.
So then you don't want a hall pass then?
Say it again.
You don't want a hall pass because you on IG just like everybody else, nigga, and you don't like the same picture. You know what I'm saying? We don't like the same pictures every time. There's multiple pictures out there that you like, and you get a chance to actually have fun for a day. No feelings, no nothing attached. You gonna focus on one and
There's
one only
because
because
she dope. There's not a guarantee that every time I use my hall pass, I'm gonna find a new bitch to fuck with.
Cap.
All right, bet.
Cap. You can say all homo if you want to. Look, you can say all homo if you want to, but you're a good looking nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got your shit going, you got your mind right. You can get a different woman if you want to. Stop acting like you ain't cute, nigga.
Nigga, I'm fucking gorgeous. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga?
Exactly. So you just talk about, I can't guarantee I'm gonna be a nigga. Dude, hypothetically speaking, if a nigga got a hall pass, I'm out here. That one, remember, a hall pass, I'm about to get myself in trouble. A hall pass is for a day. One day, 24 hours. I might even tap two today. Whatever she do with her hall pass, if that was the situation, you know what I'm saying, I'm not even about to fucking think about it. But truthfully speaking, this is your one time to have fun. I'm not finna savor. I'm not finna use my hall pass on one chick every time. Fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this will happen. What happens? Feelings get involved. You know what I'm saying? You learn this person. You start to like this person. You start to want to get to know this person more because you see this person. Nah, fuck that. If I get a chance to have fun once a month or whatever, nigga, it would not be with the same woman. because I'm already with the same woman for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So me personally,
Okay, so
nigga,
there's
I'm
there's
tapping
a
uncharted
scenario where it
waters.
may not be the same one every time, but then you may backtrack to one you might have already used the hall pass on before. And,
You fucking
what?
crazy.
All right, bet.
You crazy.
Bet.
Are you not on Al Gore's internet?
All right. That shit funny to me because
Are you not on Al
that shit
Gore's
funny to me, but
internet?
all right, bet.
Are you not on the internet?
Nigga, what kind of question is that, bro?
It's 12
What
months
kind
in
of
a
question
year.
is that?
It's 12 months it's 12 months in a year. You don't think you can find 12?
I didn't say that.
And okay, so all in that year, you gonna waste one of those months going backwards? Well, what's all out here? Nah, I know you, man. I know you being PC right
I'm
now,
not
but
being PC, but nigga, I'm being real with you. Like nigga, these kind of conversations like hall pass
look,
and shit,
y'all.
nigga, don't come up in where we grew up in, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like nigga, there ain't no way in hell our wives would ever come to
That's
us
what make
talking
this
about some
question
hall
so
pass
fun.
shit. Like,
Exactly. That's what make this question so fun because this is not typical for black people anyway. You know what I'm saying? But this is not typical, so that's why you gotta have fun with it and get your fantasy off real quick. You know what I'm saying? But I see you want to ask the PC. You
this
know what I
nigga
mean?
swear it's
But
PC, bro. I bet.
you know what I mean? But you being real, you know what I'm saying? Fuck a hard pass. Me and wifey just go tag team, son. You yeah. I've been trying to get y'all to go to Miami anyway.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Anyways, moving along. What's the next question, man, Mr. PC?
You see how this nigga be doing, man? Alright, so this one here.
Oh man. Wait.
All
Before
right.
you answer that, fellas, if you can get a hall pass, would you accept it? Yes or no? Tap in the DM, tap in on the comments, let us know. If you can have a hall pass with no repercussions, no divorcing, would you accept it? And would you tap the same girl in that hall pass? Let us know in the comments, y'all. All right, what's the next question?
Married fellas, would you be okay if a good looking man offered to pay your wife's grocery bill?
Okay, that's from the internet. I saw that one. So,
I already know my answer, but I'm gonna let you go
you
ahead
want to
and
go
go.
first? You want me to go first? You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna say, yeah.
First off,
Go ahead and pay for
probably.
that shit, nigga.
Nigga, go ahead, bro. Knock yourself out.
All right, so you with it
Knock
then, right?
yourself out.
All right, bet I'm
Cause,
with it
cause
too.
soon
I'm
as
I'm
she,
I'm,
cause soon
I'm
as she
still gonna probably
text me,
say,
call me, FaceTime me, whatever, like, yo, this dude up here trying to pay my grocery bill. You're like, okay, what the problem is? You want me to do it? Let that nigga do it. I'm on my way. The grocery store for me, nigga, right around
right.
the corner, nigga. So it's like I'm in the car, swoop, whoop, whoop.
First of all, I'm gonna be like, what you got? What you got in the basket? She showed me what's in the basket. All right, go get some more shit first. Go get about 11 more steaks. Go get all the shrimps. You know what I'm saying? Get like 14 lobster tails. Like, you want to pay, nigga? You gonna pay. And like you said, when y'all walk out that grocery store, I'm at the front of the store parked. Like, good looking, my nigga. Good looking with the
Oh,
burner
for
on my hip.
sure. All right, all
I
right.
thought that was a good one,
Let's keep it
man.
real. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that, but I don't know too many motherfuckers that's gonna come into a grocery store just on some whim shit and like, yo, mom, let me pay for these groceries for you.
Nigga, tricking ain't died.
Yeah,
Niggas
but a
out here
nigga ain't
tricking.
coming to the grocery store like, yo, let me go ahead and handle this $600 bill you got right here. For you know what I'm saying?
It depends on the woman. I mean,
Now this question, the question is could be a little different because it's like, okay, nigga offered to do all this, but the wife, like you find out later, the wife didn't tell you at the time it happened.
But then that's that. Well, for one, it's too late. So if she did it, she did it. Well, you know what I mean? But she gonna get an earful about it afterwards. You know what I mean? But I feel like our wives would be like, no, let me just go ahead and tell this nigga down.
Well, our wives know we 5150, so especially me. So yeah. Anyway, those were good.
Yeah, because if they don't tell us and we find out, then if they did it and then tell us and we find out later on, then I'm getting a hard pass.
Yo, the two don't even go.
Shit, you just basically got you a hard pass with free groceries. Shit, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing, but you know, I mean, if she calls and tells me right while it's happening, then like I say, I'm gonna be like, you know, FaceTime and like, let me see the nigga, like, all right, bet, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be on my way, you know what I'm saying? Like, just so I can make my presence, because you know, most people who are trying to trick, you know, they expect something in return, phone number, right, whatever the case may be. So as long as that is established that ain't the scenario, then go for it. Give me the rest of the money back. Shit, I could go buy something else.
Nothing is free.
You know what I'm saying?
Is free. Like, so the nigga is always expecting something. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And what he gonna get is my ass.
I just hope if he hit on her, he hit on her at I just hope it's at Sam's Club or Costco. It's not at the fucking grocery store. I need everything in bulk. You know what I'm saying? But no, that's a good question. I like those, man. That was a good one. But that was good. I like those. Those are funny. A little bit of mix of seriousness and funny. I like those. Y'all keep those questions coming on the real. Like we definitely like to, you know, go deep in those types of topics. You know what I mean? So next episode, come with the heat. You know what I mean? But before we go on to the next topic, let's go ahead and take a break from our sponsor, the Anchor commercial. Check it out. Yeah. Shout out to Anchor for that. Yeah, make sure y'all continue to support us, you know, because Anchor pays us. You don't pay shit though, but moving along, man, you know, we're going to talk about some music and TV. I'm not sure what you listened to so far, but Wiz Khalifa dropped a mixtape called Wiz Got Wings. I think it's produced by Cardo. It's pretty nice, pretty chill. I see he hopped on that wave like how Currency and Larry June been using Cardo, so he hopped on there too. That's not bad, you know. Definitely will recommend listening to it. Good driving music. I think it's like 12. Don't quote me.
10 to 12 tracks on the album.
Let me double check this.
If it goes beyond that, like if it's
14.
Yeah, that's
14.
Not
yeah. But it's not bad though. You know what I mean? C Breezy dropped, you know, he got a new single out called F.E.A.R. You know, it's I like it, but you know, it's one of those made for TikTok. You know what I mean? It's one of those songs that's gonna go platinum because of TikTok. You know, I think I think it's a safe song. It's let me warm y'all up.
Is it
real
like
quick.
one of them songs? It's one of them songs where it's
go.
like you'll hear it on a challenge or something in the background, dancing to it or something.
Yeah. Like he got a dance challenge for it. Like he got a choreography dance for it, so people can do it. You know, so it's about to go ham on TikTok. So smart play for business wise, but for a real, you know, Chris Brown fan, I would rather him, you know, release something else. So we'll see what he drop on the album. Kodak Black got Super Gremlin. That shit hard. I'm sure you know that song.
Yeah, I've heard that.
That's the fucking 49ers come out the locker room anthem. You know what I'm saying? Debo throwing up gun signs.
I think that's one of the main reasons why the song getting so much play and burn. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe that.
Yeah, that and then the Be Hard too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Kodak Black weird, but he managed to put some shit out. So I fuck with it. I like it though. Your boy Joey Badass dropped the song. He ain't dropped in a minute. You know, he been getting that
acting money, you know what I'm saying?
Acting money, but it's called The Revenge. It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? He definitely not rapping like the old Joey Badass. Like he rapping like a nigga got some money now. So I fuck with it. I guess Lil Wayne finally put Sorry for the Wait on iTunes. Yeah.
We'll keep it
Whatever.
moving.
Keep it moving. Jim Jones got a Gangster Grill out. We set the trends. I actually fuck with that. He got a lot of nice songs. But Jim Jones smart. Jim Jones make music with the times. So a lot of that shit sound like drill music. You know what I mean? So Jim Jones old ass is on the drill wave right now. So he got some niggas on, you know what I'm saying, on there that can spit, you know. So it's a good project though. A lot of good ass production on there, you know what I
Because
mean?
it's a
So
Gangster
I
Grills, is
fuck
it
with it
more
definitely.
like Jim Jones presents like type of vibe, or is it really him? Really,
You would
yeah,
think
okay.
so,
I
but
figured.
he gets off on there too. He rapping this shit too, but he definitely put some niggas
Gotcha.
on. You know what I'm saying? You got some well known people on there, but he also got some niggas I ain't never heard of, which is probably niggas from the New York area. But you know, it's not bad though. It's definitely speaker worthy. You know, definitely get the thumping. You know. What else we got? We got Key Glock. He got a song called Proud, kind of expressing his
I
feelings
heard
about
that one, and
Dolph.
I
It's a
really
good
like
song
that.
or
I like
whatever.
that.
Yeah, I do too. I fuck with it or whatever. The video is pretty cool too, man. You know. And your boy,
It's not
NBA
my boy. Don't do
Youngboy,
that.
dropped the album or a mixtape called Colors. I ain't heard not a damn song from there. That ain't my tea.
But you know what's crazy? This
That ain't
nigga
my
got
tea.
a nice fan base, and I'm like,
He got a cult following.
that
that nigga drop anything, that shit go platinum.
shit crazy. I ain't that big of a fan.
And then lastly, Quavo dropped this album. A single called Shooters Inside My Crib. It's pretty cool.
Okay,
I
I
like
gotta
it.
listen to that one.
I like it. It's not bad.
That's a weird name
The
to a
song don't got
song,
shit to
and
do with the
just off
title.
tops, like I would be like, oh. But if you say it's pretty dope, I'm gonna check it out.
I thought that shit was gonna be hard. I thought it was gonna be harder than that, to be honest. But it's a pretty cool, chill little melody type of song. It's not bad, but it don't got nothing to do with the song. The title is like, I think you say that shit one time in the song, and that's it. But it's not bad. But it's definitely, I thought about to be some thumping, but shoot 'em up, bang bang. But it's not. It's not as bad as it sounds for
All right,
sure.
I'm gonna check that one
I
out.
think you'll fuck with it. But yeah, that's it for music, man. You know, I've been in my own music world, but I ain't been listening to a lot of stuff, but I definitely fuck with a lot of these tracks. So y'all check those out. But favorite part of the show right now for
Yeah,
Quinn
let's
is
move on to it. You know what I'm saying? Movies and TV shows. Ain't much movies to talk about, I don't think. Not for me. But TV shows, I'm gonna jump into this one. Snowfall trailer. Yo, if you haven't seen that, please YouTube, Google, whatever, check that trailer out. Like, yo, this one gonna be
that shit
good,
tight.
bruh. The trailer looks dope, and I'm just hoping what I see in that trailer multiplies by what I'm gonna see in the season. But have you checked it out?
I saw that shit, but I peeped something somebody had said, like, based off the trailer, you know, he saw he was punching the punching
Yeah.
bag and shit. They said that he was faking his injury the whole time from last season to see who would like really be in his corner. I don't know where they got that from, but I mean, he wasn't limping in that episode, so I mean that trailer. So I don't know,
Okay,
but
so
that was a pretty cool
yeah, there's
observation.
that. So the last episode of the last season where he went and saw old girl that pretty much talked to the reporter. And again, this season been out for a while, so I'm not dropping any spoilers. If you ain't seen it, that's kind of at this point. But
Right,
he went to go see her. It was just like, oh yeah, I know you talked to the reporter, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna go ahead and let you pass on that one. And as he walking away, I don't know if you remember, but he dropped the cane on the chair, stood
the
up straight,
cane,
and
yeah,
walked
he
off.
did,
So
yeah,
whoever said
right.
that, I believe it. I believe that strongly to say that he was faking just to see how people would treat him. And Franklin, the type of nigga, like he'll mind fuck a motherfucker like that just to see, like, you know what I'm saying, who down for me
Right.
when I'm down or I'm struggling.
Right. That was a
Yeah.
test of loyalty. I fuck with that. That was dope. Yeah, but when I saw that shot, I was like, ooh, I didn't think about that. But I can't wait for that shit to drop, man. Another one I'm looking forward to seeing is Power Book Force, aka Tommy's series. You know what I'm saying? Dropping this Sunday coming up. I can't wait to see that shit, bro.
Like I've said, they've shown a trailer, a couple of little clips and things like that, and it's the show is definitely Tommy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what he gonna be doing? How he gonna be talking? How he gonna be moving? Fearless and shit, and just crazy as a motherfucker. But I'm a little bothered that it's not in LA like I thought it was gonna be. It's in Chicago, and I know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Chicago grimy and shit like that. And I think he might have some family ties there, which is why he's stopping there. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to watch the first episode like everybody else.
That's a lot of Italians in Chicago.
But I was hoping, you know what I'm saying, he was going to end up in Los Angeles. So maybe he still will. Who knows? But
right. I'm looking forward to seeing how, based on what's going on with the Book of Ghosts with Tyreek shit, I'm looking to see how they're going to tie Force into the original power and then how they're going to tie it into this. Because it seemed like all this shit is intertwined with each other somehow. So it might not be the first season, but I can't wait to see how all this shit connects. So you know what I'm saying?
There was a theory.
These motherfuckers
There was a
smart.
theory that was posted that Tommy's in Chicago because he thinks that's where Tasha went. So there's a thing like saying like he didn't go to LA yet because he's still trying to get Tasha, because that was his whole thing at the end of season 1 of Power Book 2 was like, I'll find her.
That's a good one, because she was in Cancun. You know, they said that in one of the episodes recently. She was in Cancun, but then she had a new location. She had to move or whatever. So I wonder. That's a good one. I like that.
It's possible.
Man, I like that. That's dope. Can't wait though. That shit tight. Just getting off Power and all that shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? Stars don't pay us enough. Facts. But real quick, Netflix got some shit coming out. Kanye West, was it supposed to be a documentary or whatever?
Like a documentary.
Kanye West life or whatever. That's supposed to be dropping in February. I guess I'll check it out when it comes. Just for a content purpose. But what I'm looking forward to, aside from, you know, the Power is and Snowfall, is Bel-Air.
Oh, Peacock, yeah.
It's the spinoff on Peacock. It's supposed to be a spinoff, like more of a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but more in a drama situation. Ooh, that trailer looks so good.
When they first talked about the whole redoing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I thought they were gonna like mimic the original in a way and just revamp it with new actors. But the dramas, the drama approach. Sorry, drawing a blank. The drama approach with Bel-Air, I think, is going to be real dope. And even from the trailer, it was grabbing me right away. Like, oh shit! Like,
you know where this shit came from, bro? And I'm not 100% knowing who, what, when, but somebody on Twitter a few years back had a series of tweets on some what if scenario. Like, someone created this thought on Twitter and kind of gave like an idea of how they can twist Bel-Air, and they kind of did their own like little fake casting on who can play what. And the shit went viral, and then before you know it, got into the right hands. And, you know, of course, Will Smith eventually saw it. So him and I think Russell Westbrook's company is as part EP in this as well. But this shit started from a tweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole thing started from someone tweeting some shit. The same as that one movie that's coming out called Zola. Yeah, have you seen the preview of that? It's like about a black girl and a white girl. They was like strippers or prostitutes or whatever. And they go on this wild fucking, I don't know what to call it. Like a wild fucking adventure or a night or whatever. It all stems from a girl in real life who experienced this. She tweeted about it. You know, I don't know if you remember back in the day at Twitter, people used to tell Twitter stories and shit. You know what I mean? And she told this story, and it got so much fucking, you know, views and tweets and all that shit that it eventually became a fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? One of those, the Sun Film movies where it's like a low budget film, and then they got picked up by the big people.
So it was an independent film. That's the same thing with
Bel-Air. Like, motherfucker.
Someone picked it up.
Well, yeah, it was her idea, and somebody made it into a film, and then the shit got backed by the big people. Now it's a motion picture. I don't know if it's already out or it came out, but yeah, and all off some tweets. You know what I'm saying? With Bel-Air, somebody was tweeting some shit, and with some ideas, and here we are. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to see that. But moving along, this is all you right here. Let's take us into it.
All right, so Power Book 2. We just gonna go ahead and just get into it. The episode before last, I can't remember the number of the episode. I'm bad with those type of things. Episode 8, yeah. Diana spilling all the tea at dinner. Yo,
Yeah, damn. Nino Brown taking everybody down with it.
And truth be told, like, was she, like, your thoughts, was she wrong?
Hell yeah, she was wrong.
Interesting.
She told everything. She told, like, if you go, you should pick and choose what's more important. Like, you damn near got your brother about to get killed because he damn near, you told her he done stole the coke and flipped it with some sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you done told on him, you done fucked up Zeke's whole life. You know what I'm saying? And your mom, you know what I'm saying? I know you got some animosity towards your mom because she won't let you go to school and shit where you want to go. But damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you already stole her money. The bail pops out. You know what I mean? To get the lawyers to get pops out. Now you do this. Like, you could have just, I don't know. She could have went about it differently, but shit.
I will say
she opened a can of worms.
I will say she's wrong bringing it up at the table, but she's not wrong with bringing it up to Mo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think in the episode she tried to have that conversation with her, and she got brushed off.
Yeah,
but
brushed her off. Yeah. But for good reasons too, because she would have said to Mo, like, "Hey, I know," she probably would have popped her. Probably would have had Kane kill her or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't honestly think
Mo
would hurt her daughter. You know what I'm saying? But she definitely gonna put some hands on her though. But the craziest shit about that particular scene is your boy Zeke. Yo, he's so slow and stupid. Like, I don't know if that's meant to be his character.
I was about to say, boy, he some people play a role and that's his role. I don't know what he do outside of Power, but he will forever be Zeke, a singer. Bro. This man plays Zeke too good.
He's a singer. He's an R&B singer.
Yeah. Nigga, R&B and nothing, nigga. He really is Mary J. Blige's son if he a singer, huh? Fuck out of here. Nah, but he played that role too well, bro. Like, I don't think we can't take his music serious, bro.
Not after this,
you know what I'm saying? He played that shit too good. Bro is so dumb. He's so slow. I think it was funny with the memes and shit, showing what he looked like, you know what I'm saying? How he was older than everybody in kindergarten and third grade and shit. Like, the internet could be a funny place sometimes.
Really can, man.
That ain't my daddy. Nah, he lying. Yeah, he tripping. He talking about my pops. That ain't him. He lying. Like, that nigga, man. That nigga was like, so I'm not 19? 23? Oh my God, bro. The joke sells itself, man. But that episode was crazy,
I think the best part of the episode for me was Tariq convincing his professor, Carrie, to take the stand. Yeah.
That was hard.
That was the best part of that episode.
I'm surprised he didn't sleep with her.
What you say?
I'm surprised he didn't sleep with her.
She got too many bodies already, bro.
She giving up the butt. Yeah, man, that shit was crazy. And fucking, what you call it, chewed her ass up. You know what I mean? But it's believe it or not, man, it's a few people, a couple of homies, man, who don't like this show. Like, you know what I mean? They said it's corny and shit, and they do have these moments where certain shit be like, that's not realistic. But
that's
overall,
any show,
man,
though, right?
It's a good ass show.
That's almost any show where you'll see something and it's just like, that's not realistic, but it's still entertaining. It's not based off of, like BMF is basically based off of a true story. Like, Power is fiction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you true that, but in most cases,
it goes for a reason.
It's fiction, so there's going to be some fiction moments where you're like, nah, that shit don't really happen. You never, but like you said, you never fucking know.
Right. Now, Episode 9 came out. If y'all ain't seen it yet, oh well, it's fucking Wednesday at this point. By the time the episode drop, it'll be Friday. So if y'all ain't seen it by now, oh well. But the unraveling, man, of episode 9, god damn. So first of all, the dad, Tahada, he about to go crazy. Do you think that was him who put the hit out to try to do the drive-by on him at the park?
100%. 100%. I think that was him.
I kind of think it was the GTB boys.
They took all them niggas out.
The nigga the front
all
seat.
Them out.
Oh yeah, that's right. He
all
did.
Them out.
And some of them work for him now too. So
yeah.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. But
I think the pops leak Zeke's age. I really think he do, and I think he put the hit out. If not, my only other theory would be Mo did it.
Just to play along.
Two reasons. One, Zeke told her, once I get drafted, I'm out of here. To stop from losing her son, she leaked his age. You see, she lied about killing the old girl, and then all of a sudden, you at the.
Well, we don't know if she did that.
No, she definitely did that, bro.
That ain't her.
Nah, she definitely did that.
Now I get the whole, leaking his age to make it seem like, because I don't think he was that intelligent enough to know who to leak shit to. But the plan is for them to all leave to go to an island, fuck the NBA type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I got millions of dollars or whatever. We can just all, go away. So I get that. That makes sense. Make a fake shooting so he feel like he's not safe and he has to stay with her.
And then I'm detail oriented when I watch these shows. So your rebuttal to you don't think that was her style. She lied to Zeke and said that she didn't go over there. That she was at Mecca spot the whole time and Mecca covered for her.
Because if she would have said she did, he would have automatically assumed it was her. It wouldn't have been no convincing. The nigga already slow as dirt, so you would have, Auntie, you was over there. Like, yeah, I went over there just to talk to her. I didn't touch her. He ain't gonna believe it. No, you're lying. He would have ran off like, like a little slow kid or whatever. You know what I mean? So she had to lie just to keep that offer. You know what I mean? But what you saying a few minutes ago about her doing it to, leaking his information, that makes a lot of sense to keep her, keep him near her, because now she feels like his career is over with, and then
like
of course,
he'll need her.
She said it like twice too. She wanted to get the dad killed, so having that drive-by stage to where you shoot at Mecca will make him want to get retaliation. Like, yo, he just tried to pop you. You got to go back and get him now. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. But let's go over let's go to the real part. The global snitch. When I tell you, nigga, my mouth dropped when that nigga found out the nigga was a snitch. I was like, wow, my mind just went to like 90 different directions, bro. I'm like, are you serious? Like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga, and when he said Lobo's name, oh my God, I'm like, yo, they taking it back that far? Like, golly, that's crazy. When you heard that shit, what did you think, nigga?
When I heard that, it answered a question that I think a lot of fans had. How did Lobos, get caught up in the first place? They never mentioned it. I think we had a conversation earlier where we was just like, a lot of people was assuming Ghost was the one that got him locked up. Now, right. No. So to take it that far back, that's very interesting.
That shit crazy.
And then, like, you a global snitch, and like the government knows, and they pretty much allowing you to do it. Like, but he snitched on more than just Lobos. It was a list of names. They didn't really cover it, but I think Lobos was like the main one on it.
Right. Because I was connected to his dad.
So I'm just like, that's.
So my thing is, do the government knows this nigga selling dope?
I think so.
So do he know they selling dope? One, if they don't know, you know what I'm saying, which is crazy to me, but you know what I'm saying, that threw me off. Then another thought was when he said, I think Tyreek said I think he said he basically get to go to an island or whatever, and then you know what I'm saying, I just feel like he came there real quick, did some shit, and he's about to leave again. But I think he didn't mean to do all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? I think he meant to do his basic shit, do what he do, and then go back into hiding.
I think
but he wanted
to the point I disagree. I think he was in hiding. That's where he's been the whole time. I think he's been doing the whole, the drug scene for a minute, but other people do his business. He at the island chilling because if niggas find him, it's a wrap. And Tariq even touched on that. Like, it's a lot of motherfuckers that are paid to want to know where Dante Spears is. I think what it was is, like he said, watching TV one day, ESPN, boom, I saw you, Mo, on TV with my son. That made me come to the States. His whole reason for coming to the States was to see them. If it wasn't for that, I don't think his character wouldn't be there.
Right. But he could have just easily came and just, did his thing. But instead he came, set up shop, you know what I'm saying, doing all the drug dealing and shit.
But it was
I was wondering where the fuck he came from.
The nigga knew information. He knew information about Tommy Ghost, so he checked in on everything. He knew about Lorenzo in jail, this and that. So I'm gonna come, play a little role, set up some shop, meet Kane, your son, get him in bed with me. So then now I got your oldest son. You got then cook up with you, meet my son, let you know, like, look, I'll set you and your whole family up. They got their own accounts with their own money. Good. Just choose me and I'll take care of you and all your kids. He had a plan from the get-go.
Right. Because I was wondering when it first came on and he was walking in the alley, him and Kane, I was wondering, like, where the fuck he come from? And that's what Kane was like, nigga, you a snitch. And then he kind of had to prove himself by shooting those boys or whatever. But I was wondering, like, how did that conversation even start? Like, how did he pick Kane out of that? But now it all makes sense. And this is the part where I love about the show is it's just so many fucking thoughts your mind can go into what the fuck, you know what I mean? What if and what happened, you know what I mean? But I can't wait to see the season finale, bro.
I think it's crazy, man, that there are, which again, to each his own, right? But to hear that there are a lot of people, and people we know, that either don't watch the show or don't like the show, that's crazy. That's real crazy to me.
Yeah, it is. They missing out. You know what I'm saying? But
the other homie,
I can't wait to
he had to binge watch like the first 4 seasons because I
don't think he caught up yet.
Probably hasn't.
I don't think he caught up yet, bro. I think he's on episode like 6 on the original when Ghost met Valdez in the club. I think he's still in that episode, bro. He ain't mentioned the power since. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah,
I think one of the realest characters on there to me, I wouldn't say the realest character, but the character I like to see the most is Brayden, because to be, white privilege like him and this and that, you still choosing the streets, but you not only choosing the streets, but you living up to the code of the streets. Like, I'm not snitching, this, that, and the other. I'm down for whatever.
For now.
I mean, nigga, back against the wall, you'll see what they gonna do.
The so. Yeah, when she put them pictures on the table and showed that nigga on that cop cam, that nigga whole tone change. He still stays solid for the moment. You know what I'm saying?
I think he would have stayed solid the whole way.
It's gonna be interesting.
Like, I'm gonna give him that much credit.
Yeah, but now that you got some dilemmas, now his brother talking, I think the brother gonna get popped.
Oh,
I wouldn't even be surprised if he sues his own brother.
So we had a conversation a couple of episodes back, and you was just like, my predictions of the show. I told you that the professor was gonna get got or die. I told you Guap was gonna go, and I told you that Lauren was gonna go. Like, all their characters would get popped up.
I remember the Lauren conversation. I don't remember the other ones, but yeah.
No, I said the professor. I said we can go back. I said the professor. I said Guap, and I said Lauren. I might not take that back. I might not have said Guap on the air, but I definitely said the professor, and I definitely said Lauren.
No, that's good. I can't wait to see what the season finale brings, because we ain't gonna see that motherfucker again until damn near September. So it's gonna be interesting. So this shit gonna be good.
Definitely.
Enough about that, man. Let's go ahead and wrap that up, man. And let's get into sports. Sports.
let's start this off by saying, well, I'm gonna be PG with it, but the Cowboys suck.
Cowboys, it's your year, huh? Fuck out of here.
Yo, they was so hurt, bro. They were in tears over that loss, and I was cracking the fuck up.
I don't give a fuck who wins the Super Bowl. As long as the Cowboys don't win, that's always a good thing. When the Cowboys lose, America is happy. The joy that the internet brings when the Cowboys loses is a beautiful thing, and I'm happy.
So happy.
I know a lot of homies that's Cowboy fans, but yeah, y'all might want to go ahead and fast forward to the weak ass team.
You know what's funny about Cowboy fans is like when your team is losing, they'll call, they DMing you, they messaging you. But when they team lose, bro, they ain't nowhere to be found. And they ain't answering no calls, responding to no messages.
Yeah, let's just recap this real quick. Fuck the Cowboys. Moving along, man. The top headline of the NFL, aside from the Super Bowl matchups, the GOAT, Tom Brady, has officially retired. Out of his mouth this time. Tom Brady officially retires after 22 seasons.
Honestly, I didn't think he would. Let me take this back. Let me rewind it. When they won the Super Bowl, I thought he was going to retire after that. I did what I set out to do. I won the Super Bowl. I got to a team, took him to the Super Bowl, and won. That was the one thing he wanted to do. He wanted to see if he can go to another team and do it. He did that. At that point, I would have retired on top.
But then when he saw that they were able to bring back pretty much almost everybody from the winning team, I think that's what prompted him to stay one more year, because they pretty much was able to keep everybody, and there wouldn't have been no rebuilding or no whole, finding new pieces. They kind of kept the majority of their teams. I think that's what kind of kept him. Some guys even took less money to make sure that they was able to come back, so I think this time around, he don't got that choice, because a lot of cats is about to leave or contracts won't allow them to come back. So I think he didn't want to deal with that. I personally thought he was going to go to another team, because if you remember when he first signed the Bucks, he said there was another team he wanted to go to, but they didn't want to deal with him, which turned out to be the 49ers. Right. 49ers didn't want him. So I thought maybe if he retired, since, the 49ers are planning on getting rid of Jimmy, I thought he might have played over there one good time, from his hometown, in the Bay before he retired, but I guess not. So shout out to him, man. He had a hell of a career, man. I think he left the game with number one in everything. I think he's number one in everything, from touchdowns to passing yards and games won and so forth. Like, the man did everything you could possibly do. And, to me, he's still leaving out on top. He didn't win this year, but, he's still leaving out on top, because nobody even close to doing what he's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
so,
I think
to him.
The idea was to repeat and then retire. I think he was always, if he's retiring, I think he was always going to retire then at this point. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. I think his plan was to go back to the Bay and play there and win there, which didn't happen. So, okay, cool. I'm here in Tampa. We won. And again, I think he should have retired last season, but like you said, they brought everybody back. Okay, and it almost looked promising to say that he was going to go to the Super Bowl again. But I think win or lose, I think he was always going to retire. So, and retire as the man, as they say, the GOAT in football, number one in a lot of stats when it comes to QB, a high win rating and all of that. Like, yeah, bro, I could retire and just call it a day. Chill, be with my family for maybe a year, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get into some, maybe I'll get into some announcing or some shit like that if the check or bag is big enough. But I got nothing else to prove at this point, and I think that's Tom's mentality right now.
Yeah, he got a lot to prove still. I think he could have proved to still play at a high age, but I think he don't want to do it with the preparation of football. Like if you're gonna, like you said, if you're gonna go in, you gotta go all in,
Right.
and it ain't no half-assing. And I think he just that part of football. I think a lot of players who finish football, even Chad. I think Chad Ocho said that too. Like at some point, the fun stops. You know, when it becomes too much of work. You know what I mean? The things you gotta do to your body, your mind, and everything to get ready for another season. I think Tom is past that. But an interesting stat I saw was the Cowboys organization was started in 1960, and Tom Brady got drafted in 2001, and they have the same amount of playoff wins. Cowboys. That's just another fun fact for you bum ass fans. But
I wish Tom would
shout
have
out to
went.
Tom Brady, man.
I do like Jimmy.
Enough about Tom.
I do like Jimmy G, but I wish Tom would have just like convinced the 49ers to pick him up. I don't know what the Niners are thinking. I don't really care at this point. We still had a pretty good season nonetheless, but it would have been nice to see Tom in the 49ers jersey and taking him to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Fuck y'all too.
Don't be a hater.
But yeah, shout out to Tom, man. You know, that means Gronk is about to retire too now because he ain't coming back. He only came back out of retirement the first time because of Brady. So now Brady gone, he gone too. So yeah, good luck with that. This is all AB fault. Antonio Brown didn't do all this, Tom would have stayed. But yeah, but just if you've been living in the dark, man, and you ain't really been paying attention to playoffs this year, the NFL has been fucking crazy. Aside from my team and a couple other teams, you know what I'm saying? Most of the games been won by either a field goal kick, or overtime touchdown. A lot of games has been close, man. These have been some good ass playoff games, bro. I'm highly impressed.
Very
You know,
much so. But I think the best playoff game thus far was the Titans and the Chiefs. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. Sorry, the Bills
Chiefs
and
and
the Chiefs.
Bills.
Sorry.
Yeah. Offensive showdown right there. But that game was lit, man. Like that was a high scoring game. It was, you know what I mean? And you know, unfortunately the Bills lost because of a coin toss, you know what I mean? But you know, it happens to the best of them, you know.
I'm
That
still
caused a
a
lot of
firm believer,
controversy.
and again, I understand the rules and I accept the rules for what they are as far as overtime in the NFL. But had Josh Allen had that opportunity to get back on that field after the Chiefs had scored, they'd have came down and scored again. Like he was ready, bro. Tunnel vision. He was
Yeah.
focused. I honestly
Yep.
would say that he still had the better, even though they lost, he still had the better game. It's just as far as like the quarterbacks and all, I think he had the better game.
It was both good to me, but ain't no telling what would have happened if he got the ball back, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately the world wants a better overtime system because that was cheating us of a Showtime game. But, you know, when I take away my fandom, you know, look at it from a reality perspective. Football is different from baseball and basketball, bro. These niggas is ramming each other for 2-3 hours straight. They can't keep going into overtimes. You know what I mean? Like that's too much on their bodies. And then they gotta play, you know, 6 or 7 days later. Like, yeah, that's too much. So I get why they do it that way because of the amount of fucking pounding that they go through, but it still should be a 15-minute quarter to where motherfuckers both get the opportunity. And then whoever quote unquote, you know, go to 4 downs and don't complete nothing, then the game's over with. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody should just get a chance through that 15-minute span and to have a shootout. You know what I mean? When the time ends, whoever got the highest score wins, or the first person who can complete 4 downs just loses. You know what I mean? Like, but you get a chance though. You know, once first touchdown wins, that sucks, man. Like, but you see what happens against the Chiefs. You know, this past weekend, the Bengals was on the positive side of that because look what happened. You know, same scenario. Chiefs got the ball. Everybody thought it was over with, but Faith had it, and look what happened.
Yeah.
What's his name? Joe Burrows? Shh. That kid right there,
tough.
man.
He's tough, bro.
Tough, man. Before we talk about that, man, the Rams and 49ers game was crazy too. That was a good game.
Crazy. I think emotions was high
Unfortunately,
for both teams. To me, and this is just my opinion. I feel like we had the Rams number for sure. They were struggling. They were having a hard time getting to Jimmy the first 3 quarters. And then it's like that fourth quarter. I think they showed a little clip of Aaron Donald talking to the team, like pumping them up, and they did their job, man. They got in there, got the stops. They did what they needed to do. But outside of that, 49ers is still my team. But I feel bad for Debo, man. Debo Samuels carried the Niners all the way to that game, and then and again, I'm not sitting here saying that Kittles and the rest of the teams and all that, like Fair Warner and all them, but it was literally the Debo Samuel season in 49ers. Everybody like Jimmy this, Jimmy that, it is what it is, but it was Debo that literally sparked the fire of the team, got the offense going, got a lot of the support to continue, because it was one point we were losing, we wasn't doing too good. They switched up the offense, put Debo in the backfield, and it just made a change.
yeah, but to me, the only reason why Debo was crying how he cried and all that bullshit, I think he cried because of the way he lost.
What you mean, like the way? Because I think the crying was more so like,
look how y'all lost. Y'all lost stupid. Y'all lost stupid. Jimmy, he was stupid. Like, y'all didn't lose because y'all lost. Y'all lost because he was stupid. Y'all had the ball. Y'all still had one more down. And y'all had one more timeout. Yeah. Take the sack.
Or throw the fucking ball away.
Take the sack. Next play. Yeah, but that was the problem. He tried to throw it out of bounds, but when you spin it in the fucking circle by Aaron Donald.
He didn't try to throw it out of bounds. He was trying to throw it to that receiver. If he was trying to throw it out of bounds.
He was trying to do a Pat Mahomes.
It would have went out of bounds.
He tried to do a Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to be a hero. But you got one, I think it was third down. You got one more down, and you got one more timeout. So the clock is in y'all favor.
It was second down. Timeout. No. You might be right.
The point is, y'all had a timeout, and y'all had another opportunity to go for another pass. Whether it's a second or third down, that's even worse. You know what I'm saying? If it was a second down, because you take the sack, it'd be third and fucking 15, third and 20 or whatever. Yeah. You got Kittles, you got Debo, you got the Marshall guy, whatever.
Brandon guy.
You got guys who can get the ball.
People that can get down the field. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I agree.
Easy. So y'all, I think, like, as a competitor myself, losses come with the territory. But sometimes it's how you lose that hurts the most. And y'all lost like that. Y'all didn't get beat because it was better. Y'all got beat because Jimmy was stupid. Like, and that's just why. I think that hurts more than anything, is like, because I'm sure every 49er fan, when y'all saw that happen, y'all all said, "What the fuck, Jimmy?" Actually, y'all didn't say what the fuck, Debo. Y'all didn't say what the fuck, 49ers.
Sat here and I looked at my wife and I said, Jimmy did what Jimmy do. Like you said, trying to be the hero.
Yeah.
And, bro, just make the smarter decision.
Y'all didn't lose because of Debo. Y'all didn't lose because of Debo. Y'all didn't lose because of nobody else on the team. Y'all lost because of Jimmy. That nigga lost y'all the game. And I think that's the part that kills Debo, because he didn't have control. Like, that nigga would have been the one that had the ball running. Let's say hypothetically he lost it on a fumble, or he lost it, or whatever the case may be. He would have took the loss from the chin a little different. That nigga was boohoo crying like somebody died because the way he lost. You know what I'm saying? I feel for him. Like, that's actually my new favorite player outside of the Eagle jersey. Like, that nigga did everything. That nigga was a janitor. Nigga was a math teacher on Tuesdays. That nigga was a running back, wide receiver. Like, the nigga sold hot dogs during halftime. The nigga did everything for y'all, bro. Y'all don't get that nigga $100 million. Another team will, because that boy earned every fucking penny that he's going to get this offseason. That man played his ass off. Salute to him. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy's Jimmy. He a pretty boy. He gonna get
a lot of people was saying, like, that missed interception was what killed the game, and I disagree.
Yeah,
I think that happens all the time, and that's not. Granted, yes, that would have put us up, But that's not what sealed the game for us. No, it was Jimmy trying to be a hero in that moment where, like you said, he should have just took the sack or threw the ball out of bounds and called it a wrap.
Right. Yeah. But shit happens. So, at least I got that
the Bengals,
far.
we got the Rams in Super Bowl in LA. So
who do you think gonna win?
Honestly, at this point, I'm all right. Let me give my real answer. I honestly think the Rams are going to win. It's in LA. They got all the momentum on their side. However,
no, they don't.
They actually do. To me, they do. That's just my opinion. But I think the Bengals, they got something to prove. I think Burrows is definitely like, I don't give a fuck, Matt Stafford and all y'all over there, I don't give two shits. I'm coming and I'm coming to play. If the Rams make one bad play, it's a wrap, I think. The Rams will have one of the top best passing rushers, so it's definitely going to put a challenge on the Bengals on that end. They're going to be at home, crowd going to be loud, For the Bengals walking in there, like, mentally that could be, like we talked about fear earlier, that could put a little fear in them, though. So we'll see if they overcome that.
To be honest with you, yeah, but y'all last two games y'all won was away. Y'all beat, they beat the number one team Titans at Tennessee. They beat the motherfucking Chiefs at the Chiefs. They come in here to beat LA in LA. The Bengals will win by a touchdown because they have shown they can play under pressure. If the game is close, they're going to manage. Burrows don't make too many mistakes to be so young. He don't make too many mistakes. The only thing that I will be concerned about is their offensive line taking care of him, because he cannot get hit 9 times by no fucking Aaron Donald. That's for damn sure. Or Von Miller.
Hell no.
2 of those each, you get done. You get done. Something gonna snap. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm the coach, that line, look, hey, I'll buy y'all Rolexes after this game if y'all protect me. Don't let me get hit, because you know what I mean? Because that Aaron Donald and Von Miller, boy, those 2 niggas I don't want to get hit by. Jalen Ramsey and boy, young kid, what's his name, Jamar. That's gonna be a good matchup. But ultimately, bro,
have his number though. But we'll see. I think the youngster gonna have his number. Ramsey's number. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he different. Yeah. He different. You know what I'm saying? I think so too. But for me, I feel like the Bengals are gonna win by a touchdown, because home court doesn't matter when they done won their last 2 games against the top 1 and 2 seed at their hometown. That's impressive, bro. So, and the Rams fans ain't even that fucking loud. Like, y'all came out there and out fucking performed them. So being at home or not don't mean shit. And this is a Super Bowl, so a lot of times the fans gonna be half the people who rooting for the Rams, the other half for the Bengals, and the other half are just being there just to be there. So it's different. It's just because you got the home field doesn't mean you're the home team. And the 49ers shown that, which is why they was trying to ban you niggas from buying tickets, because this y'all home stadium, nigga, but we coming here to, you know what I'm saying, represent. So the Bengals come deep, thick as a motherfucker, red like a motherfucker with that bitch. But think about it. Half the fans gonna be Bengals fan, half the fans gonna be Rams fan, the other half gonna be fucking the spectators who can afford a Super Bowl game. You know what I mean? Think about it. The Super Bowl ticket's gonna be way more expensive than regular tickets. A lot of LA fans ain't gonna be there because they can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? So I personally feel like the field and the home advantage is not in the Rams' favor. It's in LA County's favor because I'm about the money about to bring in, but the Rams, they shown that, you know, they gonna lose home or not. Because again, they could have lost if Jimmy wasn't a dumbass. So you give Burrow that same type of opportunity, I guarantee Burrow. You see Burrow, he takes sacks. You know what I'm saying? He get hit, he fold. He don't do no dumb shit like that. So,
Jimmy too pretty. He don't want to get hit.
The Rams, exactly. So it's gonna be a good one. But I got the Bengals winning by 7. So yeah, I can't wait to see that.
That's gonna be a good one.
But yeah, let's go ahead and move on, man. We've been on the topic a little long, so let's touch on the NBA real quick, man. Lakers still suck. LeBron out, apparent knee injury. I don't know what happened and why, but he's out. So
I think he just taking a breather.
I know he's just resting. He played hard enough just so he can get his All-Star votes, and then he taking a break real quick. AD's back, and
ain't shit changed.
I ain't seen nothing new.
Yeah,
ain't shit changed. He did have a little 30 piece against who was that? But we lost in that game,
Philly?
So he's still getting his feet. He still grew back. I think it was Philly. Was it Philly? Russ still being Russ. It was just real quick on about Russ. Everybody trying to compare his numbers as far as his shooting percentage to Steph Curry and all those guys. Saying, he has a better shooting number. But we all watching the same game.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't see it at all.
This is the only time plus and minuses matter to me because, he might have a better shooting percentage. He take less shots for one. And secondly, like when he's on the court, he's a problem. Like his plus minus is terrible. Like the shooting percentage is one thing, but his plus minus, he's on the court. He's more of a liability. He doesn't play defense hard no more. He don't make decisions smart. I mean, it's terrible. And I don't think we're trading him, but I really hope we do. I did see something about Dinwiddie from the Wizards. The Lakers are trying to trade for him for Russ, but I don't know if the Wizards are going to take Russ back. So we shall see.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I'm so sick of Russ. What else,
shout out to Stanley Johnson, man. I really like that kid's game. I see he got a 2-year deal? I think he earned that. Yeah, I think that's a good definition of earning yourself a contract with a team. He did that.
Right. He went three 10-day contracts before he got a 2-year deal. And he doing it by doing the little things, playing defense, working hard, making effort. Some shit that we don't have, he doing it. So salute to him, man. I like his game. He's just doing the basics right now. And when it's time, he gonna show himself. So that's what's up, man. Now if THT can get this shit together, man, those two could be nice in the backcourt together, but I won't hold my breath. But yeah, man, enough about the Lakers. They're about to make me happy. What that one do say? That nigga be like going off on them. Like I can't even.
He a real Laker fan too. He be letting them have it.
Man, that dude be on one. Like that shit.
That's a nigga who be betting and be losing and be fed up with that shit.
Hey, I can't even blame him, bro.
Oh shit!
He over there wasting his hard-earned money. What's the Westbrook talk about you shooting? Da. He like
trash. Trash.
THT.
Trash.
Austin Reeves.
Trash.
What's his name? Avery Bradley.
Trash.
Get the ass off the court, bro. I'm sick of it. Frank Vogel.
Trash. Oh man, that's funny.
You know what I'm saying? Who else on the team? DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard.
Trash.
Get your ass off the court, bro. I'm sick of everybody. Trade everybody. February 10th is the trade deadline. And quite frankly, we need to trade everybody.
Trash.
All right, man. Moving along, man, because this is ridiculous.
Yo, so for
your boy KD's out.
So I was just about to say, so all your fans out there that's be on me about KD, I'm sad to see that he out and hurt and all of that. But take a look at the Nets records. Like, they wasn't really going nowhere. So get off my back about that shit. I respect the man game. Don't get it twisted. I do respect his game. Sorry that he's hurting all of that. But they wasn't going nowhere, no way. So I just wanted to put that out there. You can't count on Harden to carry the team by himself. So plus he wants out anyway. So
what you said?
There's that.
Yeah. He pretty much said he ain't worried about basketball. He said Brooklyn is
trash.
Nigga said, I can't find a strip club to save my life out here. These bitches ain't nothing but bartenders. Like, no, but yeah, man, the hottest team right now is Memphis, bro. Memphis is on fire, bro. Ja Morant is hooping his ass off, man. And he got to be in the running for MVP, bro. He's definitely my top pick right now. Even though Joel Embiid is playing like a motherfucking beast too. Those are my top two right there. Giannis is obviously the third because he's just, he's Giannis, bro. What about you? Who do you think is a MVP candidate right now?
I think that the top two, honestly, I think, well, before I was going to say Giannis and Steph, which I still think Steph's pretty up there, but I think it's more like Giannis and Embiid, and then it's more like Ja and Steph. But then I still think DeMar DeRozan could still be like top 5 candidate for MVP. I think right now, they had a nice little winning streak at the beginning, saying they was killing teams, they was having a good time. Right. Now it's come like fatigue kind of kicking in, a few injuries, this and that, but he's still hooping, he's still keeping the team going. So I think come the second half, if they continue to go back on another little streak, then he'll pretty much be a high candidate for that too.
I still can't believe the Lakers passed up on him.
Lakers have made some questionable decisions.
Rob Pelinka.
Trash.
Jenny Buss, I love you, but
trash.
Anyways, man.
Oh shit.
I think that's all for sports, man. We gonna cut the sports shit short. Next episode we'll talk more about the NBA All-Star, trade rumors, and hopefully the Bengals being the Super Bowl champs.
Yo, before you put money on it, you gotta talk about the sports betting real quick. Put money on the Super Bowl.
Nah, hold on. Fuck sports betting.
What you say?
Nope. Fuck sports betting.
He capping.
You know why? See, if we was going to end the episode. We was about to be done, but he done hit a fucking nerve. Odell Beckham. Mr. Odell. OBJ. That's what they call you, right? OB, was it OBJ?
Yeah, yeah.
Little nigga with the blonde hair. Bruh.
Trash.
You cost me $8,000.
Ooh,
anybody out here listening to OBJ, tag that nigga. You couldn't get one fucking touchdown, bro. I've been gambling with this sports bet shit since it started. I've been good here and there. I went a couple times, little small shit here and there. I got a couple of first touchdowns. That was like the first for a few weeks of the fucking a bet, and I ain't won since. And my goofy ass been trying to put the $5 and $10 bets in here and there, and they be giving niggas free bets because I ain't betting a while. They be, dangling over my head, and I don't never come close, bro. Not to the big shit, bro. Like I almost had 200 grand once, but I had like the fucking Nets and 2 other teams lost one time, but all right, whatever. That was like a fucking 20+ parlay. I do, what was it, a 13 parlay?
I think you did a 13-leg parlay.
For the Rams and 49er game, bro.
13-leg parlay.
And I hit every one of them. Except OBJ scoring a touchdown. You hear my voice is cracking because I'm about to cry.
Go have yourself a good cry.
It was a 10. I know I need one now. That would have been a good time to cry. You know what I'm saying? A $10. Was it $10 or $5? One of the
It was
two.
10.
10 or 5. All I needed was this motherfucker to catch one touchdown. I would have had $8 grand. 8,000 and some change to be exact. And this nigga didn't touch the end zone now. I don't even think he ran in the end zone.
I think there was one play where he got the ball and he was running and he got tackled, but if he hadn't got tackled, I think he would have scored. I don't quote me, but I think it was one of them.
This is why I was texting you to say, why do you think keep bullying him? Like every time he touched the ball, 3 people try to tackle him. It didn't make no sense.
His ass.
It's just like, bro.
He kept getting the first downs, bro.
And this is the crazy part.
By that shit.
So I had Jimmy under 235 for yards, and he actually had 236 or some shit like that, whatever. But in that fourth quarter, he did a couple of dumb things that made him lose yards. So somehow, some way, Faith had it to where he went under 235. So now at this point, all I need OBJ to just go to the end zone. And after that helmet to helmet, I just knew, all right, I got to score on these niggas. Now you're trying to hurt me. Let me score real quick so I can dance
Yeah,
on
we
these
was
niggas.
arguing about that over text.
And nah, he didn't even, bro. I just needed to touch that Obi-Wan Kenobi. I just needed one touchdown for $8,000. I ain't never had all but one parlay, bro. Fuck sports betting, man. I'm over it. Go Bengals.
Trash.
Let's wrap this episode up. Another great podcast in the books. This definitely was my therapy session, and I thank y'all for listening. And remember, fear is what you make it. You can face everything and rise, say fuck everything and run, or you can look at it as false evidence appearing real. However you look at it, embrace it and strive for greatness.
That's real talk. Let me add to that. Sometimes your biggest fear is also your biggest opportunity. So don't let fear block your blessings. We appreciate y'all continuing to tune in and vibe out with us. And if you haven't already, or you're a new listener, subscribe to this podcast on your favorite streaming platform so you never miss an episode.
There's a lot of podcasts out there, but none of them as wavy as us. Peace and blessings until next time.
Peace.